Morning everyone, hey and welcome to, well, Quest Streaming. I'm back again. From now on, every day from Monday to Friday, well, every day weekdays, from 12 to, I don't know, let's say I'm streaming probably 3 to 4 hours. I'm a bit excited since it's my first time, like, especially regularly, since a long time. So I thought we're gonna just start playing some ranked ladder. Then we play some pro ladder depending on like how it's going with our soldier deck, which I took from Team War 2's meta snapshot. And I'll probably like play half an hour now, and then we'll start honoring our first patrons and put them onto the Highfall. Actually, I'll show you later. One thing at a time. So I would say we just head right into the first match, and well, let's see how it goes. If you hear, say hi in the chat. I'll certainly respond to everyone and everything. So yeah, let's head right into it. And the first match of my stream against Dagon. Let's see how we do against it. Okay, new deck. I haven't played this too much, so let's see what we have here. We have Roach. Against Dagon, well, he probably wants to play long rounds. We probably want to play long rounds. So it's kind of fine, I guess. We need to see if we can like pass when his weather is on the board. Stuff we don't need in round 1, I guess. So want to blacklist are the Ale. Probably just blacklist Ointment right after that, and then we go for Roach. We could have kept one Ointment like to enable Vicararo Novice, but hey. Hey Angelo, how you doing? Nice, cool that you're here. Appreciate it. So how are you doing? What are you currently playing? Oh, and actually we are starting here, so we could, like, the question is, what do we think it is? Is it Moonlight? Is it Death Wish? We don't know. Should we just play into this? I don't see a reason why not. We need to set up our graveyard anyway. So we have here our slave infantries. We have Remde or Rimde. So I would say let's just play into this and let's see. We have like one sentry. This will pull us a sentry for sure, which is pretty decent. So let's see. If we get that onto the graveyard, we can even res it, which is pretty decent. As well. Fog. So Fog is good because it does not kill slave infantries as long as we play something here. So I would just say, let's play more slaves. And just like tempo a bit and try to get ahead of him, and let's see. Okay, Nachespor. The question is how many slave infantries do we go out, do we pull out? Because I don't think we want to play too long into this. We could also just like decoy now, or we decoy sentry later, I don't know. Could also decoy recruit. So yeah, doing great. At the moment I'm playing Shoop and your Northern Realm Swarm list. Sadly I have to cook now, so I can't keep chatting, but I'll watch. Awesome. Coolio. So what do we do though? Do we start with sentry immediately and like go for a better run free? Or are we sure that we can get ointments out and therefore get them out? I think we just play more of those and then really try to get ahead. Maybe we can even play Cantarella in round 1. Let's see. It's sad that this actually killed off one of my slave infantries. Okay, he's setting up his... do we go with recruit? I mean, we could go with recruit immediately. So let's do that.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Pew, pew. And there we go, 7 points ahead already. If we play another sentry, we probably can even go out of the round. If we play this, it's like 6 there, 6 there. So we can just play it here, right? It would be 4 additional points here, which means 12 points. Oh, it's actually done. But the fog ticks, so we are in the Achespor tick. Let's play it here. So let's be safe here. There we go. 33 points ahead. I think that should be okay to pass, because we set up the graveyard. Question is, do we think he bleeds this in round 2? Because those are cards I want to have in round 3, I guess. We could decoy another sentry and go really ahead, but it's kind of too much. Because we can use decoy in last round, I guess. Could also just maybe hope for an ale, but the chances are there that we don't get an ale and instead get an ointment, so... But we can play Cantarella. And either we close the round and then dry pass in turn 3. I think that's a good idea, actually.
Let us see.
Oh, there's the Igni. So let's actually make it like this. If he passes now, then we just close the round, and otherwise we just really go ahead. And that's a shame. It's not even Igniable. It would be... If both Archesport jump into this road, then we could Ignite away. I mean, the thing is, if we pass here, then he needs to play into the round to actually bleed us. If he drops us as well, then it's fine for us again, because we can just rest the slave infantries. Questions over questions. You could just decoy this for like a massive point burst, but I would still win the round equal if you did just play into round 2. Maybe the Archesport jump into this. I'm not sure if this is the smartest thing to do here. I don't even think it's the smartest thing to do. I'm doing it anyway because I'm still new to the deck and I wanna see what actually is possible here. I mean, the longer the round goes, the worse for me, right? Because you can still do massive tempo here with Brewers and then like some Griffins or such. Also, like, we currently struggle to get some tempo onto the board now. And if we pass, then we get rid of the red at least, and we can always like, you know what, let's pass. I have a good feeling about, well, passing, I guess. Well, let's see. Let's see. As I said, first match with the Northern, with this Swarm deck. I think over the next days I wanna really dig into this because it really is interesting to play. Okay, this is potentially 2 slave drivers. This maybe gives me, you know, lets me pull more. Sire is not bad. Igni, I don't know about Igni. Could be that we don't get an Igni off. This is awesome though. Let's keep Igni. If you need to dry pass, or if he dry passes here, then what I'm saying is like we can always mulligan Geralt in run 3. But he's actually playing at this. He strengthens the relics. Okay. Funny thing is the Sire actually takes the round. So we have 2 ointments. The question is, what do we want to pull back into the deck? We could, because we can rest 2 slaves probably. So we pull back a sentry. Well, it makes the chances that we actually get Wilgefortz and Triss like harder. We can definitely mulligan back his Cantrella. The question is, do we want to mulligan back his Dow so we can't get one out maybe? I mean, like his Brewers will take the Archespores for sure.
I shall do as you command.
Let's give him Cantrella and like let's mulligan away the Dow, I guess. Maybe this way we can deny a slicer or something, and we're 1 point ahead. Okay, there it is. Look at this. Question is when to play Khalwit. We could play him now for a bit of tempo. Viku into 2 Ales would be problematic. Viku into a slave infantry rest would be not enough. So, or we gamble with Remda, but that's pretty... Joachim is something I want to have for round 3. I mean, this would give me Roach. Joachim would be a big point burst. If we go ahead with this, is actually fine as well. Let's do this. Let's just get points on the board. There we go. There's Roach. And they can actually mark up Ale, which is awesome. Why it shows this is actually because this way I'm thinning a bit more for round 3, which maybe gives me access to, I don't know, Wilgefortz Triss and stuff. Okay, I don't care too much. We can't pass now, but we have now a bit of a gap where we can actually play stuff, so we could now gamble for Remda without problems. I want to get Igni off at some point, or I need to mulligan it away later.
Stand your ground!
This gives me Sentry, which is bullshit. Sentry is, I mean, basically, Sentry is like a 10-point play. This is like an 8-point play. But I think I want to have this in my deck, like, for sure, because I want to have maybe Triss and 2... On the other hand, like, Triss and 2 Ointment is actually better. I still think I want to have the sentry. Worst case, I want to look it up with Calvate, so... Oops. Yeah, let's take the Enforcer here. And I don't know. There we go. I mean, we're now 17 points ahead. With a bit of luck, I can just drop Magni here. And just be rid of it. Ooh. Actually, there we go. That's Magni.
Any last words?
I want to get rid of Igni anyway, so that's actually a perfect spot to get rid of it. Okay, there we go, 1 card up and run free, perfect. So the question is, how can we generate like the most points here? 2 slave infantries and 1 sentry would be optimal, I guess. Okay, there we go. We can get like some slaves here, but no, well, we can actually get rest the recruit. But then we play without Triss, which is kind of shame. It's still fine. We can look for. Let's take this because Calvate, after we get sentry and stuff, we can still look at the others. So let's get the slave infantry out. There we go. It's 9 points. It's like not as much as he can put on the board because he can play Brewers. He can play. He still has all the golds, you know. Like he played 1 gold and was strengthening the relicts. So yeah, that's
I
great.
shall do as you command.
Let's see if he steals my slaves.
Yes.
Sire. Oh, he puts my slaves back in the deck. That's very good. The good thing about this though is I can still play the recruit, but I want to be sure that I get slave infantries first. So let's put it here.
not repeat Emir's mistakes.
This may potentially give me a slave infantry. Volgeforts will give me a recon. And I'll burn a slave infantry. But it would fit a bit more. So...
Quite the menial task.
Oh, actually I could have got the slave infantry onto the graveyard. Damn, because then I could have rested immediately. That was bullshit. I should have killed this one. Because then I could use ointment into slave infantry to get even more than onto the board. Total mistake for me. Next time. So this would give me another ointment. Which I could use into Vicaron Novice into an AL. And then this one is recruit, and then I hope that I get a sentry. Something like this. Yeah, this was a misplay. I should have hit this one. Okay, let's look at the ointment into Novice.
That was not in the spell books.
Okay, so my sentry is 10, 20, no, 18 points, right? So he needs to play 20-point cards. Which he does. At least he doesn't, like, there's nothing ticking. So, oh, actually I have the 1 point of the recruit. Look
New
at
orders?
this.
No?
Oh, did I miscalculate? Wait, why? Oh, yeah, because it beat us 12 points. No. Hail Blood Raven. I just lost the game because of a stupid mistake by killing the wrong slave infantry. Oh well. But as I said, first match, we can do better, and we will do better. How are you doing, Blood Raven? How is it going? Nice that you hang out again.
I forgive.
Oh, actually, I forgot. I need to.
Onward,
There we go.
sons of Nilfgaard!
Connect my chatbot. So close. Yeah, Angelos would use. I actually miscalculated. I thought I'm 1 point ahead, but I was 1 point below because of the -10 point at the beginning. But this could be soldiers or ultimate, we don't know yet. So this gives me slave infantry for sure, so that's kind of okay to have. I mean, I don't want to have it, but hey. This could give me Vico or Sire, whatever. Deco out of this gives me more slaves, which is pretty decent. So I don't want to mulligan sentries. Actually, I don't want to mulligan it. I want to try this out. Could work. And we're red. Mirror even better. Also, we actually see if he plays... Oh, he plays soldiers. Okay. So the good thing here is we can just mirror it and always be 1 point ahead by playing the recruit.
101, 102,
Connect my chatbot. Connect.
The quill is mightier
Connect. Oh, he
than the
plays
sword.
Dandelion because I don't play Dandelion. That's interesting. That changes things up. Gives him the extra tempo.
Must be an
in the
important
round.
lesson in this. But what?
I think I'm connected now. Okay, there we go. So, okay, wow, 90 points. And he already played a sentry. If you play Decoy into my recruit, he probably passes. I mean, he has now a sentry, which doesn't like give him anything on in the graveyard. I can just pass here. Play the gold card. And we have the same res options to the say in the graveyard. I can now even dump like Vicar Novice into the graveyard if I want to. Let's see. That's good. Yeah, I'm not sure about the ointment. Like if I blacklisted, what could I get? I could get like the Geralt, the Rain Farm. Okay, that's better. And he actually plays into the round. Okay, let's see. He steals my slave infantry. That's very smart. Like in a mirror match, like Vicarum Novice, a medic, damn card names. This is really good. How do we deal with this? I hope he doesn't have too much of those. He can steal our recruit here. The chance that we get in like an ointment is pretty high. But he could also go for 2 eels. If you get 2 eels, you have a problem. So let's play the slave infantry one more. And if he steals my recruit right now, well, what can we do? What can we do? Okay, he's putting more infantries on the board. Now let's get the Menegod.
Now, how did that incantation
we can
go?
arrest the recruit into the last infantry. A decoy target would be what? Like just another slave infantry, I guess. Okay, there we go.
152.
And there's the slave.
154.
So we're at 2 points ahead. As long as we keep this, we're fine. I mean, we have all the sentries. If we can't stay ahead by decoying like a slave infantry, which will be hard now.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Well, we need to play sentries now. The problem is with sentries here. Even if we play 1 sentry, it's not enough. But we can simply drop 2 sentries now. You can also just decoy the slave infantry now. He's gonna try to 2-0. Yeah, well, he can do that. Like maybe we get something good with Hjalveit, like an Igni or something. Calveit, I mean. I also look for Remda and like hope for something good. Oh, I just really used the decoy here. I mean, if you really chose me, then the one with the more slave infantry wins. So it's just like 9 points now. That gives me like way more points of every century. Okay, he's really going tempo here.
I forgive you. This time.
Well, let's see. Okay, he also looked for his last slave infantry. I mean, now we just go sentries, right? Or we go for soldiers. This is risky. I mean, like, it could give me a slave infantry, which would be awesome. Question is, like, can I close it with 1 sentry? 2, 4, 6. I have basically 8 here. 8 times 2 is 16. So 16 plus 8 is 24. As long as I get 10 points of Remda, I'm okay.
We live and die for the Emperor!
Well, I mean, that's not too bad.
Alba!
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, he decoys the sentry, which makes a lot of sense if you can get all the slave infantries out. Well, I mean, there we go. The good thing is we have now an Alba ticking, and I want to have. Maybe I get something like the slave infantries to 11. Then I could have a decent Igni. Looking, I could look for it with Calveit. So let's see. I also always have Joachim. Joachim can pull me a sire.
This world dies with it.
Okay, so he pulls stuff into the deck. We can Wilgefortz and then use another ointment actually onto slave infantry. Now that I think of it, or we actually use. Well, that's the question actually. We could also look it up with Triss, for example. Question is, we actually could. Do we want to have a slave infantry or do we want to have a sentry? I think actually we want to have a sentry, right? Let's wait a bit. Let's see what he's doing and therefore adapt. Next round we need to play a sentry here. Also we need to see what we do with this here because this definitely gets an ignorant range. Okay, never mind me. So we just use the sentry, right? And or we can also take the round with Markham Ale. But if we want to need this for, we want to have this for an ointment, right? And we can use a Sire to pull stuff back into the deck, and with Triss and with Jan and with Wilgefortz we don't have a lot of stuff to look it up, so it's fine, I guess. Okay. Good then. I think a Sire will play a key role here. Let's see. Is there, like, I could get Roach, which would be a problem. Do we just keep it? I mean, the chance for Roach is how big? Also that rain from... Ah, damn it. Roach, why are you in the deck? Okay, so we play a Sire now, right? This will give me... This could actually give me also Roach. I need to play Gold Cut first. So I could use this into a Slave Infantry by using Ointment. And then also Roach is out of the deck. There you go. You're a strong African American woman, stay strong. What? In which games does Team expertise in competitive scenes? Actually Quent, like we're a Quent only team. So like full focus on Quent. But therefore like we're really doing a lot for Quent. Like we created this pick and ban tool on the homepage. We are doing now this updated meta snapshot. We have now Quent Talk, which happens every Monday. Today evening actually, episode of Quent Talk. If you're interested, check out the Twitch channel of Team Aretuza. I also have like a little part in that, so that's of interest to you. And we're publishing articles, we're having some streamers which are really trying to, you know, try to convey some information. And we also, like, I'm also doing like weekly deck guides, so that also runs under the Team Aretuza label. So let me quickly see. We now want to get a Sire, right? Oh wait, we have one more rest. We can first get one more Slave Infantry out.
That was not in the spell books.
We could have one more Ointment, but the time is running out, so I need to decide quickly. And now let's see. Okay, a Sire. So this gives me a Sire for sure. And then with a Sire I can get back... We could actually get Rimde back if you want to. But I could get my sentries back. That's the most important thing. Those can maybe give me my sentries. That's not bad. Let's see. So there's my 21 point Sire. We put back. Do we put back both sentries? I think so, right? Because sentries are kind of what we need to win this. Okay, there we go. Let's see. And then let's actually look what Wilgefortz will give me when I play Calvit, because Wilgefortz always plays the top card. And with Calvit you can look at the top 3 cards, so let's see. Let's hope he can't destroy them.
Of course, as you wish, master.
Except this one I don't think is an option. Okay, let's look for sentries.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
With Cantarella, I theoretically could look for a sentry. I can rest the recruit, which gives me a sentry. Problem is, like, Wilgefortz will always give me the Cantarella. I don't have an Igni target so far. Anyway, let's get the recruit. There we go.
New orders?
There's the sentry. Bam. Okay, 43 points. Let's see. If Cantarella gives me a sentry, I'm fine. Okay, he burns like my... So this may be the Yennefer Conjurer deck where actually he has a second one of those. So if he has like... If he plays Yennefer, do we want to play Ale now? Okay. So if you place a second Yennefer, then we'll scorch a 10-point unit, which is kind of okay, I guess. Okay, there's a sentry. Let's see, we burn Roach, I guess. And then we look for... Because we don't have a...
You mistake stars reflected
there we
in
go.
the pond for the night sky.
There comes Rain Farm. Rain Farm gives me Cantarella.
No one can
And
hide
then we
from
can choose
me.
between Igni. Should be 18 points or Sentry. And Sentry will be 8, like 6, 12, 20 points. So we take the Sentry. Okay. Let's see how much points he can generate.
Now, how
Oh,
did
okay.
that invitation go?
Well, that's fine. I can go with this. There you go. 11 points up. Cool then. There we go. Nice. Well, I'm still like, I haven't played too much ranked. I also haven't played too much Pro Layer, to be honest. So the good thing about regular streaming is now that I can actually, I'm now able to play a lot of games again. So let's see where we end. Hopefully, like not this season because this season is nearly over, but next season. And let's push again for the tops. The deck is completely broken. Which one? The Soldier deck? I don't think, by the way, there's any deck that's completely broken. I think actually the meta is very well balanced in the moment. I think we blacklisted Malcolm Ale. What else then? This doesn't give me something for sure. It could also give me like the Sentry, even though Slave Infantry is way more possible. So we could think of blacklisting it. Just hope for slaves, other stuff. Okay, it's not optimal. So we probably play against some Temerians and then maybe machines or armor, whatever. It's on top of it. We could start with Young Calvate and look for slave infantry. If we get a range from, we could get Roach out and Joachim. Could look for Remda and look for slave infantry. It's hard for me actually, because this is like too risky.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
This can give me slave infantry. Look at this. There we go. Handbuff is broken. Also, handbuff is not broken. Handbuff is like I think a really good deck, but especially if you play like Shiro, like Scourge, Mandrake, there's so many stuff like you can do against handbuff. I don't think it's too broken. You cannot decoy the slave infantry just to get more on the board, and then we can risk the recruit. Or we try to use recruit now. If you get a sentry, it's fine. If you get slave infantry, it's even better, and then we can decoy the
Scrubbing duty
recruit.
again.
But there we go.
Oh,
Nice.
lords.
There's 16 points on the board. As I said, he's playing Temerians, so there will be a lot of more Temerians. And the machines, there we go. It's smart of him that he kills my slave infantry, but it's not smart that he kills the one which I'm able to res. So... But before I lose more slave infantries, I play one sentry. This way he can't immediately kill my remaining slave infantries.
Regroup.
That's why he tries to get more blue stripes onto the board. If you play decoy now, we can get either sentry or a slave infantry. Both are okay-ish, but slave infantries he can just kill, but then I have one more in there. So if you play an ointment now, we can try to pull ahead. Question is if you already want to use ointments now. Could also risk a Remda and see what we get.
We live and die for the Emperor.
Oh my. Well, 8 points.
Zerrikania, source of the best goods.
Regroup.
So, okay, let's see. Maybe we can hit a decent Igni at some point. Can either... I don't know if you want to look for more slaves here. Let's do it. If we get a sentry, it would be
New
better.
orders?
Yeah, there we go.
No?
Probably if this is that he now has targets for his battering rams again, but we already gave him target for Remda, so it's fine-ish. Let's see.
You one of us
There is
or
the
not?
battering ram coming. But the good thing is... give me one more point here. I would be actually ahead, so I could think of passing, but I don't think I want to do it right now. We have slave infantries on the graveyard. He has one more battering rams. I'm not too...
Of course, as you wish, master.
So let's get my slave drivers out. As long as we stay ahead, it's fine. Render is so inconsistent. Yeah, I agree. Oh, there's Magni. Look at this.
Let's get this over with.
I agree. Actually, like, we could think of if we wanna exchange him for something. If he doesn't pass now, then I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, here we go. We can like afterwards check what we wanna exchange for him. Even Vanima is probably better, so I think we could even exchange him for Vanima. But there are probably other cards as well which can work with him. That's potentially good, but problem is if we get Rain Farm, we have a problem. We don't want to have Cantarella in the last round.
No one can hide from me.
Let's get the Sentry. Let's see if he plays Spy. Oh, he doesn't even play Spy, so do you think do we want to bleed him or not? This will give me a Sire or Sentry. We can pull the Sentry with Triss, but we want to probably get Ointments. This can give me a Rain Farm, AL, Ointment, so if you fit a bit more... But then we need to play Joachim into the deck. Still, a longer round is for us more benefiting than for him. So let's go into the last into the long round. Let's see. Good thing is that we got Igni out already, so there's Rain Farm. Okay, the good thing about Rain Farm is that I can safely get this away. Question is just how to access a Sire now. Sure. So how do we do this? Do we start with slave infantries? We have 2 free rests potentially. We can just play without a Sire. We just need to hope that Joachim gives us a Sentry. For example. How many battering rams did he use? 2, so there's potentially 2 more. 1 for Shani. And 1 because he has it on hand. So, let's see. Okay, let's see what is this.
For me,
Runway, I actually played with Runway, interesting. So let's get the second augment.
How did that incantation go?
There's the slave infantry. If Joachim gives me a Sentry, then this would be awesome. If you get a Sire, then we still have a chance that Volgefortz will pull it.
Well then, let's get to work.
Okay, right. I think we want to play Sentry early. Just to... I mean, like, Slave Infantry will survive 1 more round, right? What deck counters NG hand buff? Basically every control deck which uses Scourge, Mandrake, like Shiru, everything with Madrome. Also Graveyard Hate, because if you just like take their spotters from the graveyard and just use the spotters on your side, they have a problem as well. So, actually quite a lot. Well, we don't... We can res another Slave Infantry too. Let's do this first.
Just great.
There you go. So, and now we go with the sentries, right?
I'm not afraid.
Actually, if this pulls me Sentry, I'm fine. If this pulls me Asar, then... Nah, never mind me. can just eat this now with Vilgefortz. But if he gives me Joachim, I have a problem, so we need to play Rainform first. Okay guys, let's pray. Let's pray. Ah, it's Sire, damn it. I mean, she has some usage here. We can still do something.
I shall do as you command.
First of all, we can get Roach back. But secondly, we can also get a recruit in. Or recon, both are fine. Like, actually... Okay, there we go. And now we just need to pray. I mean, everything which isn't there is fine. So,
Lots of prior
there's extra.
experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Let's see how much he
I'm
puts
a
on the
medic.
board.
I tend to
Probably
know
one
what I'm
battering
doing when I
ram, I
prescribe
guess.
something.
Oh, there we go. That's a shame. We should have probably played this before, just to have slave infantry survive. But hey.
I don't like men who
Kira.
turn me down.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, Ares Venom is probably the most... Yeah, there we go. How many slave infantry survived? Okay, good. Let's go with Sentry first. We need them to survive. We'll give it this Roach 100% of the time. Why? I thought Vilgefortz pulls Roach first. Didn't they change that? I thought it was so in the past, right?
These dogs have no honor.
Yeah, it's smart. He's killing my slave infantries. Let's see.
You mistake
Roach
stars
come out,
reflected in a
or
pond
does it
for
come
the
from?
night sky.
Okay. Actually, it pulls the card before Roach shit. So actually, like playing Roach with Vilgefortz is really, really tricky. You're right. You are absolutely right. Yeah, actually, it looks pragmatic. He was smart by killing my slave infantries. And I should have used like one sentry early, so he could use Arcus Venom onto them. There we go. Damn it. Joke. But he pulled like the card before he pulled Roach Red, so... Anyway. Good, I think it's like half an hour in or something, so we can now actually... Wait, where do we have it? There we go. So actually, like behind me, wait, there, yeah, there is it, the Hive Wall. So everyone who's actually like now supporting me on Patreon gets his name onto this Hive Wall, and we already like are able to welcome our first. Well, oh, the green screen doesn't really show it, but Sai Himura, who is like the first Patreon. So welcome and thank you very much for joining the swarm. I'll get you onto the Hive Wall immediately. Let's see. There we go. And I'm back in a second, and then we continue with some soldiers. So, there we are. right back. Let's head right into the game again, and let me quickly switch the scenes. There we go. And let's go.
The North shall tuck tail.
Let's see if we
and
can
beg
learn
for
this
mercy.
deck.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
This could be hand buff. We have Igni, which will be very useful here. We don't have any other tool to counter hand buff though, so let's see if we can actually... Basically we need to overcome it in a long round with the slave infantries. That's a must, kinda. Let's blacklist the ointment. We need stuff to look up our slave infantries. So let's get rid of Cantarella and blacklist this. Roach. So the thing is, if it's really hand buff, we could think of dry passing. I don't want to play against hand buff on blue. I'm not sure if it's the smartest to do. And I hope it's hand buff. Let's see. Let's see.
What do you need me to do?
Okay, use Stefan's kill, I'm not sure. Could add it to hand buff for consistency reason. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Okay, let's get rid of Roach. There we go. Okay, so we have... It's actually pretty decent. We have now... We can now get all our slave infantries onto the board. We could give it even more onto the board because we have reconnaissance. So if he's playing hand buff, we can get all of this out. But he's not. He's actually playing some alchemy thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the first slave infantry on the board. If he passes now, I would be cheering. Okay, I have one round there. I swear, this is some mill variant. I mean, it could be, right? I actually have a rest tide, which is not that bad. And we can use a Sire to put it back into the deck if you need to. Let's cast it immediately.
How did that incantation go?
Yeah, it could be mill actually. But if you play against mill, then we have like the mill counter, which is a Sire. So depending what he... On the other hand, like we have also a lot of lookup tools, so we need to see how we fare.
Here's our chance.
Okay, he actually gets me another one onto the graveyard. Could like decode a novice into another ointment. Let's see.
That was not in the spell books.
So there you go. By using like our slave drive of win condition already, we need to be careful in round 3. Either we get it back with a Sire. Like, either we get slave infantry back with a Sire, or we use something like Joachim to get some points here.
Highly curious.
Okay, he's actually gonna steal some slave infantries. That's fine. We know just go ahead and then we may even use Rain Farm to turn the tide of Cantrella. To get like 2 cards up or something. That would be awesome. Also, don't know how much damage the Vipovitches do so far.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Chris Carlson. Thank you very much. How cool is that? This is like just awesome.
I shall be your eyes.
Oh, I can't take this because of Rain Farm. But this is just... Basically free spy. I'm not 2 cards up with 16 points up. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is so good.
Drake, that's impossible.
But he's milling like crazy. Do we keep this for next round? Maybe I just like use this and then pull another sentry and just try to get a decent hero pass. I mean, we're 2 cards up now, right? That's so that should count for something.
I should help.
I'm just waiting until he gives me Roach. Maybe we should try to get a try to get something out here. Just like the gold card. Oh well. Yeah, even if we get Roach, it's fine, I guess. Actually, let's play it. Well, it doesn't matter because if he has Igni, then he will take this row anyway. Ah, Stregger Boy. Yep. Well, I mean, the question is just like how much we can get ahead. We have done 2 cards up already. So, 2 cards up, and if he can do a decent hero pass, then...
That was not in the spell books.
Oh, there's a dead ointment. Like, I really think he has problems here. I don't think he can do this, actually. Can I look for an... Actually, we have Ale on hand. There we go. Like, if he has an Igni, this would be just insane. I'm thinking of just playing Cantarella here, just for the sake of it. But you know what? Let's actually put the ointments back into our deck right now, because
If magic dies, this world
we can
dies
use them
with it.
later. With 2 cards up, this is just awesome. Let's see when he's down to like 2 cards or something. If we are like that far ahead, we can surely hero pass.
An extraordinary plan.
That gives me an ointment. That's actually pretty okay. Except he does 2 on me or something. Do we want to play? We could play Roach. Nah, never mind me. But we can play Triss into Markham Ale. If he gets Mogul for that, which is actually pretty meh. But what can we do?
I'll do what I can.
Ah, okay. Let's play the Swallow then. Let's play it on Roach, I guess. Yeah, there we go. So 72 cards, right? Like I think we could even hero pass with 2 cards only. Why do we pass? I think we just play Rimde here. Do Igni? Save her? You have no more Sentry 4 and 3. Yeah, actually, like 4 and 3. Let's why I need the hero pass. This can actually give me value on run 3. I need maybe I need to mulligan. I should have actually used her to mulligan back some sentries. That's true. Let's create 1 big value here. And like, and 1 or 2 cards, let's hero pass, and then we just win this with cards. Okay. This is a problem now. Maybe Ramda gives me a sentry. I actually need to mulligan in the Vikora Novice. And hope that that I don't draw into Joachim. I could drop the Potato Guy, of course, but Joachim pulls it up anyway, so let's get the Vico because it will be pulled by Joachim. And should we wait with this or not? I think the first thing we need to do is like we need to get the slave infantry out, right? And that's what we need. Before he maybe has another Vico Novice or something. I don't want that. We definitely should have kept the Sire. Ooh. Well, we have two. Luckily, we have 2 more ointments. There we go. I mean, like, he can show what he's worth now. The big question is, do we have another? Do we have like 1 more ointment or not? That's the question. We don't know what he stole from me. But I guess we find out now, right? Hey, this puts me Joachim into maybe novice. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, it's the novice and...
That was
Okay.
not in the spell books.
We actually have Vilgefortz, but no Ant-Man. Chatterpad, hi dude, love your videos, they're very helpful for someone new like me. I love from India, dude. Well, glad to hear. Glad that they help you. So we have Vilgefortz in there. Let's see what he pulls.
Stand your ground!
No sentries though. I should have kept one sentry. I pulled back one with Asire. I had too many ointments and two less. There's nothing really to Vilgefortz on his side, sadly.
Scrubbing duty
Let's see.
again? Oh, gods.
Okay, now we could eat the 15-point Witcher. We could also just play Vilgefortz into Recruit and then play this, it's enough.
I forgive you. This time.
So we don't even need to care about him.
Quite a menial task.
There you go. There's a 9-point drop, and there's Mario. The 2 cards up was like all we needed. There we go. Could have even been better with a sentry, but it's fine. There we go. Bam. A victory. Okay then. Do Joachim before you break? If you like, this is YouTube, so it may be that you're actually like watching something like from way before it. Like I'm actually like way ahead. So check in your browser, like in the YouTube video player, if you actually like read down to the right, like this one and your direction, because it could be that it's just not that you have a delay, so to say. Tom Crossover and Lord Bloodraven, GG. Nice, thank you very much. I don't think it was too GG, there was like still much to improve. But I mean, we won in the end, so that's the good thing.
You want peace? Fight for it.
Oh, and Henselt. I haven't seen Henselt
Onward,
in ages, I
sons
guess.
of Nilfgaard!
Basically since the Great Patch. Do we Blacklist Ale? Yeah, this can give me Slave Infantry. So, do we risk going into Roach? This can give me Joachim, which can give me anything, literally. Oh, we actually wanted to exchange Ramda. Never mind. Now we still have him in the deck. So 1, maybe 2 infantry is probably 3. Did I get rid of this or not? Okay, there we go. The risk for Roach was there, but hey. Against Henselt, so that's the question, right? I mean, Henselt will kill our infantries. We want to play a long round, he wants to play a long round. He will enable my ointments anyway. Let's grab his. Does his name mean something in German? Karawannengraben? Yeah, actually it does. It's basically... it's like... A caravan, like Karawanne is basically a caravan. So, even though you're very different. And a graben is basically like the hole next to it, so to say. So it's basically the sides of the street, more or less, like next to the paveway. 4,240 MR, I fears for the next drop. Oh yeah, like you need a streak there. I'll, like, you know. I think I'll take this, it's good. We don't want to go into Roach, we now need every points we have. We know that he's playing Ballistas, which is good against our slave infantries, and we need to establish them early. We need to make them stick to the board with sentry. Let's see. So he can play this for sure, as long as he only has 1 crewman there. If he plays 2 afterwards, we need to play sentry. Tom Crossover, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, especially Ballistas, but also like Battering Rams. Both of them are really good against us. Handled is basically the nemesis of any swarm deck. So let's see how we deal with him. Finish cooking. Time to learn some Nilfgaard Swarm from Cricket. Well, I'm still learning myself, and like as you can see, like this was not the most optimal play. But it's interesting to know. I'm not sure what he's playing now. But we don't have much choice, right? We just play the Slave in the Trees. If he kills it, it's good for us because it gets onto the graveyard. I didn't expect the Cursed Mage, especially not into the Merisium Shackles. Let's see. Oh well. I think he's thinking now as well. Like, what to do now? I'll just see that I actually have a lot of premiums already. Look at this. Maybe I can like use some metric power to just like get the remaining deck in animated. Like at least the cool cards.
I'm an
I already
officer
got the
and a
cool cards
gentleman.
animated. Wow, he plays Siege Master now. I mean, what he's doing is like setting up a crewman, but we can play one more slave infantry even if he uses another ballista. It's fine. And if he plays like battering rams, then well, he could play it without a siege, without a crewman. So I don't care too much. I'm not sure what he's doing. Like, this is very interesting. Oh well. Let's see. Against Caravan and Karaben. Okay. Oh, it's Ballista. Interesting. And actually, okay. Well, that's how you spot like not a bad player, but like not the best player as well. If you use ballistas and you play against Swarm, you never hit the original Slave Infantry. You always hit the doomed version. Because if you hit the doomed version, then it doesn't go to the graveyard and you can't dress it with Victoria Novice. Which I can now, because he basically enabled me to do so. And because it did this, I think we just use our first sentry now. Because for this, he's now not able to use a battering ram to just get rid of 2 of them. You have a very smooth stream. Some streamers lag so much with the premiums. Well, yeah, that's because I'm actually a VR developer. So my company is creating games for virtual reality. So my PC needs to handle virtual reality, and if it needs to if it can handle virtual reality, then it can handle Gwent. So that's why. 16 points ahead. That's good. I do have a Sire to hopefully get some self-respect. Okay, sure. So we're not actually staying ahead. Maybe we can do the same trick like last round. We just play another Sentry and then play Cantarella. Like getting that far ahead, right? Let's see. So we're 24 points ahead. It's exactly 1 point before Dunbanner. Not that I think he plays Dunbanner actually, because like no one really plays Dunbanner currently. YouTube actually has very good streaming capabilities. Well, I like streaming on YouTube as well. Also, like currently, when your my guinea pigs are like really crazy loud currently. They're eating their hearts anyway. YouTube streaming. Currently, when you look at Gwent, there is like not much of an audience. Like, so streaming on YouTube kind of enables me to reach a broad audience. Most of the time, at least currently. That's also why I like it. And like I'm really focusing with my guides and everything else on YouTube, so I think it makes sense for me to stream on YouTube. I didn't think there's too much difference quality-wise between Twitch and YouTube, to be honest. But hey, should really look for Slave Infantry. You always decode a Sentry to get some extra points here. Problem is that Actually, it's fine. If you play another sentry here, or if you decoy the sentry, then nothing will be ignorable. So we're still fine. Maybe at some point we can play Cantarella and still be ahead. That would be very awesome. I think it was smart from him that he stole my Slave Infantry, because that way it also doesn't go into my graveyard. If he would have killed those instead of this one, at the moment I wouldn't even have a Slave Infantry in my graveyard, because I still could use the Viku with an ointment to pull it. Which I don't want to do right now, because I want to save my ointments for round 3. Otherwise I'll lose my win condition. Let's see what he's doing now. Yeah, this is like what I fear a bit. He can now use his Hansel to get, well, okay, one, he can get 1 out of it, but he can get like Siege Masters out. And with Siege Masters he can really, really hit me hard. So you could play Markham Ale to split the value here. Actually, probably not that bad of an idea. Because now I have like very different units. I have like 9s, I have 7s, I have 5s and 3. So if he uses Hansel now onto the Siege Masters, then he will deal some damage. Like let's not kid ourselves. But he wouldn't deal that much damage as if all of them were at 5 or then later at 3. So I think we saved ourselves some points here. Thanks to the ale. Also, he's all the time hovering over his King Hansel, so let's see. I'm not sure if we can play Cantarella in this round, to be honest, because it looks like we need the points. Let's see. Okay. I mean, this basically is easy. So I just keep Cantarella 1 turn before Dreadmouth is being played, and I must assure that those don't go over 13 points. I can do that. I can even like decoy this and it would still be fine. I can't play Rainform though, because Rainform and Joachim will give me a bigger one. The question is, do we want to get Roach out in this round, or if we want to... I think we wanna. And we can still use the decoy next round.
I'll do what I can.
Ooh, and we can, or we could just lock it. But I want that it burns its own unit. So actually, let's get another Slave Infantry out. There we go. And if we can always close the round by just like decoying the sentry. And his William Dreadmouth basically gets me a free spy. Which is good as well. The question is, what do I play before that? I can get 1 sentry back with Sire if I want to. I could get... Markham Ale is dangerous. Because... Wait, do we have something higher than... Yeah, we do. So those 2 could potentially get to 13 as well. Which is why I don't want to play Markham Ale. If we play Decoy on the sentry next round though, then we get so much ahead that if we play Cantarella afterwards, we're still ahead. Or we depend on the Siege Master now. For SC, my man Cricket. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, he actually kills my... Oh, he doesn't even have that much. Okay, look, if we play... I think we play Decoy now. This is just too sweet, right? There we go. So this will burn me next round, but it actually will burn his Cantarella. Let's see. I'm just thinking like, when I play Gwent, you actually don't really see the hive wall behind me. Maybe I could like move stuff a bit. Maybe actually put the hive wall like behind my head, something like here. Well, let me experiment with this a bit. I think it would actually be a good idea. And now Karawanengraben. Show me what you got. Okay, he wants to get the, he wants to burn all the 9s basically. But well, okay, now this is clear. We just play Cantarella.
No one can hide from
Now we
me.
get the sentry, I think that's good. And now he'll burn his Cantarella. And now we're actually 16 points ahead and 2 cards up. I think it's okay. I can live with that. Yeah, he's a bit in trouble now. He's like that far behind that actually with like 2 cards into round 3. Phew. But I think he could have played it better. His handle was very strange. I was really fearing for my slave infantries because of his ballistas. But hey. Poor Bark gonna get swept out for something else after the game. Yeah, probably. Okay, there's his Mandrake. We don't have an ointment target. We can play another sentry. But what do I play in last round then? I think he's actually 33 points ahead. I can even think of doing a hero pass. If he has Courage, he can get 22 points. Erdschleim, by the way. What a great name. Basically handles a strange map up. He played really well. Yeah, but like he also didn't play very good, you need to say, because like this Torment Mage at the beginning into the Merisian Shackles. Like what does the Merisian Shackle even have to do in a handle deck? That's the next thing, right? So I don't know. Anyway. 2 cards up. That should count for something. And I still have Macalvid. Reamde, yeah. The funny thing is I'm not even... that's what I need to get rid of. I don't want to get Ignido, so that's a problem. I don't want to draw into Joachim, so I actually keep it. Because redrawing is just too risky here. How do we start this off? Do we go for... just Ointment into Slave Infantry and then we play Sire? Or we just play Sire now? We could play Sire now, go for sentries. Oops. There you go.
I shall do as you
2 sentries actually make it more likely that Joachim will hit a sentry. Question is, do we want to... We have Recruit, so it's fine as well. And if you get a Novice, then you get the AL. So let's put 1 Cantarella back into his deck. And we could also play Roach, to be honest. It's actually probably more straight points, right? Let's get Roach back. Thank you, it's Blizzard name. It's Blizzard name generator's fault. I didn't have a name back then when I started Hearthstone. I got used to it. Kept it. Oh, really? Blizzard actually gave you that name? Wow. Okay. That's funny. When does this name generate happen? Because I never got, like, I've played a Hearthstone a lot and Hearthstone never generated a name for me. So when does this basically probably when you like don't have a Blizzard account, right? And that's strange. Probably when you have like no Battle.net account and you sign in, then you maybe can generate the name as SC, I think. Anyway. Karawanengraben. Match actually takes a long time already. I think he's really like he really needs to think what he's doing now. That's why he's taking so long.
Well, it's
Okay,
war.
that's shiny.
Severed limbs, blood, and
Yeah.
guts.
That doesn't help him too much, I guess. So this can give me what? Sentry, Recruit, first we want to rest the slave infantry.
Now, how did that
There we
incantation
go.
go?
This also thins a bit. There we go. When you create a new Blizzard account, you ask for name or give a generator for uncreative people. Oh, so it's actually for the Battle.net account. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, okay. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that. Whatever, Battle for Azeroth, like the new World of Warcraft expansion, is coming out soon. I'm actually looking forward to it. So let's see. But World of Warcraft, I'm always playing like, I don't know, I don't play at all. Then new expansion comes and I play it through. Bit of raiding, and then you just like quit the account again and wait for the next expansion. It's at least how I play. We can look for Slave Driver, or we could even look for... I mean, Roger's still in the game, right? Did we play this first? No. We play this first to get Roger out. Oh, that's good, that's good.
Must be an important lesson in
Perfect.
this. But what?
29 points. And 2 cards up. I think that's fine. Wow. I actually didn't think that we have that much, that they have like a really good chance against Hansel, but
I'll gladly help.
we actually did. Look at this, I
I'd
still
like
have
to
2
see
cards
it.
left, and one of them is Calveit. Cricket leaving Quenta will reconfirmed? Nah. I'm never going to leave Quenta. But yeah, I'll probably like when World of Warcraft like comes, like the expansion starts, like probably first 3 days or something, I'll probably skip on Quenta a bit, but after that I'm right back. I'm really into Quenta, honestly. Like I'm so looking forward to Homecoming. I was thinking with some, like with Upro, for example, in Shinrami, like we're thinking even if as soon as there's a PTR up and we know
I forgive.
more about the mechanics of Homecoming, because they're currently talking about 2 row systems, they're talking about like having a game without tutor cards and stuff. So as soon as we know more about this, we were actually thinking of like doing a YouTube, how to say it, like training academy, like where we really touch upon all topics, like Udemy stuff, for example, but on YouTube for free, but really into detail, how to play Quent, so to say. Let's see. But I'm really excited for it. Blacklist Ointment. And if we draw now, then we could draw into Roach, which I don't want to. We have 2 Slave Infantries. This gives me Slave Infantry or a Sentry. Again, I didn't exchange Ramde, which I actually wanted to do. Shit. Remember me after this game that I do this. This is crazy. I'm always forgetting this. Can we play against... I have no idea. Let's see. I think we just go with the Slave Infantries, right? Like there's not a reason that we want to wait with this. That sounds really awesome. Looking forward to it. Oh yeah, thanks. Like I'm too, because I have a ton of fun creating this stuff as well, and if then actually it helps people, then it's just like nice. We could look into. I think at Markham Ale it's fine. If you get Ointment, it's even better.
Of course, as you wish, master.
There you go. Because now Frost will actually hit the Vicar Novice and not the Slave Infantry. That's the idea. And now we need to think of if we actually go for sentries immediately.
You best yield now.
Oh god, this is actually really good. Now we need to play sentry. Oh god, I've not seen this in ages. I'm not sure if I ever played against Yennefer Conjurer. I think 1 or twice. But like, I think I encountered this card in my Quent career, I think, in 3 matches, maybe 2. Something like this. We could decoy this now and get more Slave Infantries onto the board. Or we go with Recruit. If I get a Sentry, it's fine.
152.
154.
Yeah, Yennefer Conjurer, I didn't expect it as well. But we're currently still ahead. I have no way to deal with her, which is a sad thing, sadly. When I couldn't now, depending what the Archespore and what the Frost hits, like can decoy the recruit or not.
No escape.
Okay, so let's decoy the recruit. Let's get another sentry onto the board.
152. 154.
I don't know. Phew. It's actually pretty hard to play if because this, if he hits my sentry, like this actually hits a lot. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, look at this Yennefer Conjurer. He drains me of so much. Question is like, how much do I want to be drained? I think I want to get the Geralt Igni out somehow. Can also play Ramde just for the sake of it, but I'm not sure if he can make it up. This is the one. This is the one matchup where Yennefer Conjurer is actually. Normally I play decks like Alchemy, like Shrook, which have options to remove stuff from the board. But with soldiers and like a permanent Yennefer Conjurer? What? This is actually pretty good. This actually really gives me problems here. I still can't mulligan because of Roach. Shit. Of course he plays into the round. Oh, okay, but this is good. Now I can play Joachim. I also could play Cantarella, to be honest. Like, let's just play Cantarella, I guess. There you go.
No one can hide from me.
Renew incoming? Yeah, probably. Maybe even Sabbath, I don't know. Actually sniped? I don't think so, but yeah. It feels like it, right? Oh my god, Digemotis lol? Yeah, Boreal, yes. And the good thing is that I can close the round with Igni now. Oh my. What the heck? But now actually you see why Adrenaline Rush is not good. If you actually can just kill the unit you Adrenaline Rush, it's like... However, I really think that the Sabbath is incoming, to be honest. Like, this just feels like Sabbath.
Any last words?
The thing is, the only thing I can deal with Sabbath is Vilgefortz. I'm not enough free cards ahead. Okay, get some ships, sure. What do? I need some points, like getting Triss that would be helpful. Triss into Novice or something.
I forgive you.
If I get a Sentry, it's bullshit. If I get Novice, it's fine. Or I just go straight for the Ointment because I know that Vilgefortz will give me a Joachim. Let's get for the Slave Infantries here. He cannot pass, but he also could have passed before, so... Okay, there's the Sabbath. Kinda expected it now. We cannot just kill the Sabbath by... And then he probably has a Renew. And if he has a Renew, then we... Well, then we can't play... if you play Vilgefortz now, then we can't play Joachim. Do we risk that he has Renew in hand? Oh, guys.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night.
Ah, he drew a Frost, that's good. And we're actually ahead now. Even though we're only 2 cards ahead now, but still. What a deck. What a deck. If he plays Renew now, then I'm crying. But maybe Ramde then has something for me. Maybe he's useful at last. Okay. So 2 cards up in turn 3. Let's see how we do this. We have Slave Infantry, do we have another Sentry? I think so, right? Yes, one more sentry. Joachim is good. Let's get the... This is 2 slave entries plus sentry. Rim does bullshit. If you get an ale, but if you get Triss, it's good. Ah shit, the only card I didn't want to have. Yep, I dropped 2 losses in a row. Like, you're playing next to watching another streamer when you're that high. Like, you shouldn't do that, honestly. Like, if you really want to win and get to Grandmaster, like, this last streaks, the games are too important to waste your time on a streamer next to. Like, I mean, I'm glad and I'm honored that you choose me, but still, you shouldn't do it. You should really focus on your games, man. What to do? I can. Well, this could also pull me Remda. This can give me Sentry for sure, by the way. I'm just thinking what I should have done different. Like the mulligan was okay. Really
seems doable.
Oh. We all know what he did right there, right? Like he looked for Renew. And since he's playing Sabbath now, we can just play those and like go for a Swarm. Then we just need to, and then like as soon as he plays Sabbath, we play Joachim to get a big unit onto the board. Did he play Mandrake already? No. I think it's still winnable, even if he has Renew into Sabbath. I'm just praying that this will give me a Sentry. You can also think of Asiring. What happens if we Asire 2 Sentries back now? Actually, it's not even Renew. It's fine.
Quite the menial task.
He burns a 3-point unit with Vulgar Forts? What? Okay, there we go. This was strange. This was a strange deck. A very strange deck. No, stop. Oh, okay. Now let's exchange that card we never use and which never actually... Oh, not armor. I don't want to have armor. Soldiers. There you go. So let's see what silvers we have here in exchange. We could look up Control on the side, but we win a lot anyway. This could give me the Recruit or Novice. Could be useful. Mandrake, not really. So Vanema is probably not a bad idea. Vanema is... We could also, instead of Vanema, we could just... But he can clear skies, so Vanema is better. Synfium. All those are kind of... Nah, I think let's try Vanema. By the way, here you can see like what I'm currently experimenting with a modern and a Forest Child. Because she's basically a reverted Glaze. So I think she's actually useful. Problem is, like, a Glaze gives you more option than Moran, because a Glaze never is dead. No, I don't want to play Moran. Moran, on the other hand, has the option to get, like, to deny a lot of points for the opponent. Like, for example, if you play Moran right before a Renew, like if you manage to do that, then the enemy like really is a problem. So because he loses so much points.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you to a tight spot.
That said,
I forgive
you need to time her right. So that's like the more stable the meta is, the better, I guess. But still. Okay, let's blacklist Ointment because we've morphed them. Ale and of course Roach. We have 2 slave inventories. Oh, he passes. Okay. Well, what do we do here? We just get a slave inventory in the graveyard, I guess. Or... yes, of course. I'm gonna play a long round. We don't know what he's playing so far. It could be Shoot, could be some... whatever. Could even be Speliatel, I don't know. Even though they play Ifni normally. We'll see. I have something in the graveyard now, which is good. Vanimar against like Swarm decks is not bad as well. We could draw into Roach. Which is why we don't mulligan, because we played safe. Because we are smart boys. We always get an ointment from this, so we can always go into ointment now.
That was not in the spell books.
And there we go. So 11 points. We just like push now.
I foresee
Okay, it's fast. It could be some. I don't know. We'll see. Could also be Nova dwarfs. I don't. Or Nova Skytail. Hard to see. So the idea here is that we play the slave inventories. That's pretty decent. We have no way to deal with this, which is a problem because it will get a lot of points. But I think we just push ahead and then we'll see.
152, 154.
DK would have been awesome now onto the recruit.
This moment, I've seen it already.
You know, like we just like get out everything. We just play all the sentries and drop.
Slaughter them to
That's really, really good. Where you can like really have some like here's like continuous tempo. We have some instant tempo. Question is if he actually plays Nova now, because this looks like this old Nova version, which is really cool actually. Like we can push like so, like we can really bleed him if we are lucky. Because the problem is if he's an Igni, he can potentially get like, well, he can get double slave inventories. What's happening, by the way? Shouldn't it be my turn now or something? Well, I mean, oh, there we go. Well, Alien helps a bit, of course. Okay, 36 points. Let's pray I can't do it in...
Everything all right?
Thing is, he actually does it in 2 cards, right? Can you do it in 1 card is the question. And he gets 4 points. I probably can do it, but it doesn't make sense for me to stay in here. I did our big push and now it's just like, can it... I mean, he just can play gold card and it's fine. He doesn't even need to play gold card. And the good thing is we already drained some of his one. Bad thing is that he got a lot of points for Dragoons. Why don't I play Archivy? Like that's really the manco of the Swarm deck. You don't have control options, and Roach is still in the deck. But we need a Sire, which you can get for Yachim, which is fine. Do we need to play Cantarella? Can we just mulligan her away? Was risky because of Roach, but hey. So we play Sire now. And then we get like the 2...
I was hoping you'd say that.
And then we get the 2 sentries back, I guess. There's Roach.
Enough.
There's a Sire and 1 of my sentries. There we go. Okay, because I'm quite certain that I can like get 2 omens out. Worst case, I need to decoy onto a novice, or decoy onto slave infantry even. But I can get 2 slave infantries out of the board, and then I need to look for the sentries with Young Calvit. Maybe I actually want to use decoy onto the sentry.
Piece of Lembas.
But hey.
That was not in the spell books.
So there's the slave infantry. If he can hit through telekinesis, I can even use recruit to look up the sentries.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you to a tight spot.
Okay, there's the...
I'm a dwarf.
Okay, there's a cleaver in there. Interesting. But it's a better player. He actually kills my slave infantries. Smart. So when do you use decoy now or not? think so. I need to get some slaves onto the board here.
Not in the spell books.
Pro tip, actually not playing like the not doomed version in the front row, like split it over the rows, so maybe makes a mistake and hits the wrong one. Oh, he's really hitting my slave entries. So now we're looking for sentries, Triss, or something. So I get Igni, we even have a target.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
So this looks up 1 sentry. And then we may be able to get, if we're looking for the other one, with a bit of luck.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Let's just hope this resurrects the right one.
152, 154.
Okay, let's see. We're now on equal cards for the cards ahead, which is okay. But he still has 3 gold. Okay, he doesn't mulligan anything, which is good for me. And now we pray either it's an ale or it's a sentry.
Quite the menial task.
It's still a Scorch probably. Oh, it's a sentry. Perfect. Well, he can now Igni, he can now Scorch, which he probably do. I think he plays Shiru probably. Huma, he plays Huma. Okay, wow.
So
Burner, okay. Well, yeah, for it's like I was just thinking, should we even care to get rid of it? And I got a Foglet. How nice is that? Well then. Well then, more soldiers, I guess.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard! Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Okay, could be Mirror, could be Alchemy, I don't know yet. Let's blacklist them. Let's get rid of Roach. This is like the Zerg icon, right? I mean, I know it's Dagon, but like it doesn't look like Dagon to me. It actually, I really think it looks like the Hunters from StarCraft. The Zergs. In a mirror match, you never start. Like you always dry press. If it's like if it's soldier, it's even better.
Now, how did that incantation
Alchemy. Okay, also not bad because he doesn't have a Witcher target in run 3. And in the long run, we are better than him. Kind of jealous about the Foglet? Yeah, I know, right? Like, I always wanted to have a Foglet. Sentry is good. Do we draw into Roach? I mean, there's still a run 3, right? Okay, that's very good to have. Well, sure.
Let us see.
So that's his target for witches, that's why he plays it.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
You can close the round at any time if you want to. Can we though? Actually, we need to play a Sire, which is bullshit. Because we don't have a slave infantry out. But hey. Okay, he's going for tempo here, which we can't match, sadly. And we need to get slave infantries onto the board, so we start with those. $14 points. Currently we have 6 points, so this is exactly 14 points. We can't take this. We actually can't take the round currently, which is a bit of a problem. We need to play Calvate actually to take the round. Let's see how long he wants to play into this, because as soon as we like turn around, the longer he plays, basically the worse for him.
Of course, as you wish, master.
I even have an Igni target. If it would be him, I would probably pass now. Because from now it will get. I'll try to keep. I'll reset pushing. I'm just thinking if I should play the recruit. It's a 50-50 chance. Because I play Reconnaissance, but I even have 2 Vicus in there, and then want to have the Vicus later. So it's kind of hard. Okay, he's playing Calvet, I guess. He's really pushing here. I think we just need to take the 50-50 chance, and let's see.
We follow left.
Yeah, double check. He's pushing all 3s. If he would have Shiro, this would be awesome.
101,
okay,
102,
a sentry.
103.
Now we can, well, we cannot take it with 1 card for sure. I would have laughed and slave
We
infantry.
follow Letho's lead.
Do we look for it? I don't think so, right? We just push here. Now he passes, I guess. Let's see. Erdschleim. What other names does the Blizzard name creator offer if he has names like Erdschleim? What's Erdschleim, by the way? Is it magma? Is it lava? Oh, by the way, like, don't feel like I really like the name, so don't worry. Okay, he's playing Calvet.
I shall not.
He pushes even more,
Mistakes.
and he makes Cantarella even bigger. I could not take the round with Igni. I have 6 slave infantries, so this is a 20-point play. You can be greedy and let this be even bigger, but I think the time is now to
Let's get this over with.
actually get ahead, because now he is probably really likely to pass. And with this I also get Roach out of my deck, and let's face it, Roach in the deck is just like, so annoying. And now we still have like 1 more sentry. He has no enemy targets, that's so good, because it means he can't play into the round that long. I can even think of like using his using Sire onto his witches to get it out of his graveyard next round. I don't remember many of the names, that was quite a while ago, but I remember one because there was another one I considered, which was Tiny Tauren. Tiny Tauren. Blizzard has a sense of humor. There you go. Let's get ahead. You can always get like a novice into Ale with Joachim, but then we need to assure that we don't try terrain farm next round, which is problematic. I would forgive you. Well, glad to hear. What does Calvet say? I forgive you. This time. He actually gave me an ointment target. This is so nice of him. Why do people keep doing this? Do we use an ointment here? Actually, let's use Sucron now. And let's get the novice out, right? Because we want to get an AO.
How did that incantation go?
There we go. 8 points ahead. I think I'm also playing Vanema now because I want to get the Shrike going. As long as it doesn't hit the 2-point novice, it's fine. This is mislooking true, I'm sure. Still have 2 more.
Tell me what you've got.
Good, nothing was killed. Perfect. 14 points ahead now. That's really decent. Yeah, don't get used to it. Oh well. Ah. So oh, come on. I mean, like 14 points ahead, it's pretty hard actually. It's pretty likely that I'm able to stay ahead now, He needs to use maybe cards like Volgaforce, Triss, like the good cards he wanted to save for on 3. I think he needs to, yeah, there we go. He needs to use it now. And if he gets ointments, he has a problem actually. But since he played Calvit, he actually knows what he will get, so it's fine. Okay, now I only have 1 Slave Infantry Triss. Makes my life harder. But it's fine, I guess. I have still 1 more Slave Infantry in there, which I need to access, probably now with Triss even. I want to keep that maybe. I want to keep this as well. Don't have an ointment target. We'll go for its rain farm. Deco would be awesome. Ale is awesome. Ointment is bullshit. I mean, this could be really problematic here. This is just the safest play.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
I actually wanted to look up. I wanted to get like the recon, but didn't get it. But Ale is fun as well. 17 points are 17 points, right? And now we just need to see how we win round 3. This is very good. Calvit helps a lot. No slave entries basically makes my sentries worse. I need to be able to access the ointment. I first need to be able to access the slave infantry, and then I need to be able to access the ointment. So we can play Calvit in this round, just with a hope to look up the slave infantry, so to get it onto the graveyard. If I don't have it on my graveyard, I have a real problem. This dude is actually playing way better than the others, because it's really targeting my graveyard 4 and 3, therefore disabling me to overtake him, which is pretty smart. Also have Rain Farm in the deck, which I really don't want to have.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Onward, sons of
So,
Nilfgaard!
we could now think of playing Rain Farm now just to get rid of it. But it would be a shame, right? We don't want to decoy the... We can decoy the recruit to get the slave infantry out. That's actually exactly what I wanted to do. I want to get my slave infantry out. There we go. And for this I'm now 9 points ahead, and I'm sure that I have a rest target next round, except he plays Madurim. If he uses Madurim onto them, then I have a problem. But I don't think he'll place them, so I think it's fine. I will probably even use... Okay. I would like to draw into Rain Farm now, so I can safely mulligan away my Joachim. I have... Okay, it's fine. I can get stuff onto the board with this. Let's take this. It's the safest option I can have. And we need to rest the slave infantry immediately. If we don't do it, he can maybe steal it now. I don't know how many Vikovaros he plays. Like novices, I mean. 1 or 2. We played 1 already. Let's see. And we Asaya probably want to recruit. Kick Joachim because Rain Farm was the next card. I don't want to kick Joachim because if I kick Joachim, I have no way to access him again. Because I don't draw into Rain Farm, as you can see. The thing is... oh, wait, true actually. What you're saying makes sense, Angelus, right? Because I look... Did we use Calvit, but I forgot what was the top card. The top card was... It was... Deco was the second one, which it chose. The first one was the... Novice. I played Novice and I played Decoy. So yeah, actually, next card would have been Rain Farm. That's actually very true. This is true.
Yes. What is it?
So we put back a sentry for sure. This is our target for the Novice. But next was Rain Farm. Yes, yes, yes. You're absolutely right. You are totally right. I oversaw that. I basically put 2 sentries back, right? And then I use Joachim for, onto them. So yeah, it was like recruit, decoy, Joachim, Rainform, I mean. So, yep. Well, that's happening when streaming. Like, there's so much going on. Like, I'm looking at the chat. You know, I'm just rambling all the time. It's easy to oversee things, sadly. But thanks for reminding me. Anyway, let's see if we can make it with those 2 cards. So basically double ointment and then the last sentry.
Tomfoolery! Enough!
Okay, he's... Okay, I even was want to check what to use in Mandrake or something. But it just gets the resurrection train going. Probably uses a Witcher into my inventories to make my sentries less. Oh, he's actually green. Well, good now. That's the first ointment. There we go. That's the second ointment. And then we go into recruit. We pull sentry.
Must be an important lesson in this.
There we go. And then we use Joachim as finisher. Let's hope we don't lose with 5 points. Yeah. Well, if we now lose by 5 points, then I'm crying. Oh, well, I'm not crying, but... Yeah, the chat can be really distracting. Thanks for streaming and hanging out with us. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. Like, it actually means the world to me, honestly. Just playing, like, alone is always, like... Well... But, like, playing, like, I want to say on Twitch, but I'm on YouTube now. Playing on stream is, like, really cool. Okay, guys, let's see this. Don't even want to calculate, I want to just see the outcome. Whew! Close. Close, but we did it. Oh my god. Rainform could have given us even more points, so yeah. Next time we do this. I'm currently 2 minutes away. I need to refill that bottle and so on. I actually like made a little video for the breaks and for the Steam starting, so I'll hit that video and I'm back in 2 minutes. So see you in a second. So, how did you enjoy the video? It was actually the first time I showed the video because I made it today morning. Is Milva even in Gwent? Yeah, she is. What she's doing in Gwent is she's returning the highest bronze and silver unit on both sides. So you can do them into the deck basically. So you can do some very interesting plays. But yeah. But honestly, like, how did you like the video? Because I was experimenting like with some, like, as I said, like stream starting soon, stream break and stuff. So like to keep you entertained while I'm quickly gone, for example. So was this of interest to you? Like, did you like the lore part? Like, do you think there should be something else? Like, I don't know, more Gwent related stuff? Like Gwent related, I'm seeing like in the case of like quick tips or something, or like lore snippets. Is this already cool? What do you think about it? And in this case, by the way, we blacklist Ointment, we blacklist AL, and then we don't want to run into Roach Red. Like, we have not many ways to get slave infantry there. We have 2 recons. Let's risk the Roach. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Accidentally got some Witcher 2 spoilers, but the video was quite nice, well made. Oh, so what you're saying, I should probably try to keep it spoiler free? I thought Witcher 2 is like, sorry, but like Witcher 2 is so, how do you say it? When was it released? Like years ago. Like the spoiler protection doesn't apply for Witcher anymore. At least with the Witcher 2, or even Witcher 3 actually. So at least that was what I thought.
Just great.
Oh, he starts off with Triss. Oh, he's really going for the head. Oh, is this the version where he actually pulls like lots of them? Do we want to play into this? Yeah, I think we want to play. We want to do like give him the feeling that we actually want to play into this. And we need to establish a Greyfield anyway.
I shan't disappoint.
Oh, okay, shit. Like we have any chance to. We really have a hard time against this deck because we don't have anything to interfere with his side. It will be hard. This will be really hard. Yeah, I don't really blame you. I'm about to finish round 1.
You want peace?
2 and then 3.
Fight for it.
Wow, he actually really playing round 1. I was trying to play round 1, but round 1. I was trying to play Witcher 1, so there you go. But I don't know. It's like games of a certain time when they're playable, I think, and I simply can't anymore. Like Witcher 2 is fine, but Witcher 1, it's like so clunky in the combat, and I don't know. I think anyway, I want to see the Igni, even with the chance of drawing Roach. There he is. I'm finishing the books at the end. Never played Witcher 3, but owned the game for over a year. Oh yeah, the books are great. Like the books are really, really cool. Actually, I've read the first books I think twice or 3 times, and like the others like twice. So Witcher lore is really cool. I have no idea how to deal with this since we don't have a lot to work with here. I can get the slave infantry out immediately. Or maybe I'll look for a decent Igni or something. Let's see. Yeah, he's like, this is an all engine deck. Like the longer the rounds, the better for him. We have a problem here. Let's hope for the.
That was not in the spell books.
Yeah, it feels one a bit dated, but I got it released and my laptop broken and I really got to play it. Remember the hype around the release over here in Poland?
See me smiling.
Oh wow, like I have no idea like how it was in Poland. Like Witcher 1 was kind of but like received in the world, but Witcher 2, this is where it really took off. So yeah. Let's risk another slave infantry here.
Must be an important lesson in this.
Okay.
But what?
Do you have your favorite character, Cricket?
I'm on it.
That's a good one. I'm not sure if I have a favorite character, but I have a list of favorite scenes. One is the like Fragilla scene in Toussaint. One is actually another one in Toussaint where all of them were at the banquet, and like you just like you see Kahir meddling with the girls and Glöme, or how you pronounce it, I don't know. Like talking to the older knight and stuff. That was really cool. Let's get the Cantrell onto the board.
No one can hide from me.
Look if it's okay. Favorite character. It's really hard. Just thinking through all the books. Oh, he will so out-tempo me in the long run. It's crazy. Let's see if we can get
101, 102, 103.
Let's go quickly through the books. Last Wish, there were some cool characters like Nivellen, who was really interesting. I think Geralt, like as a character himself, is like just an amazing character. Like written wise and stuff.
Thank
Andre, I was hyped as well over
me.
here because the book's legendary. Before games, we had a film and TV series. Both are better off not being mentioned ever. Actually, I was looking into the TV series because I wanted to research some lore, and I saw the characters and stuff, and like the TV series is just like, well, it looks like a really low budget film. It's crazy. Yeah, we need to have like. We need to look at a decent Igni. I'm actually waiting until those get to 13, to be honest. If this go to 13, then I'm looking for an Igni with Calvit. And until now, we just the sentries. We have 2 more rounds until my Igni. Oh, he staggers. What an asshole. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Well, now that he has staggered them, I can just wait a bit. I'll look for an ale.
That was not in the spell books.
I kind of need Triss for round 3. Roach I kind of need for round 3 as well, but the thing is, they won't be around 3 if we... I shouldn't have, like... I knew the risk of Roach, but I shouldn't have taken the risk. But hey.
Let's go.
Oh, and Reaver Hunters. Are you kidding me? So the question is what we do here, because like I'm even in for an offensive Wilgi for it tapped. Reaver Hunters will be big if we don't kill them, so I'm even thinking of killing the Reaver Hunter with the Wilgi forts before it grows too big. But then he basically gets card advantage. So I'm not sure if I want to kill it actually. But he hasn't not played Shani so far, so I need to wait. Oh, that's so tricky here. I think I just need to let him have the Reaver Hunters. Let's go for tempo.
Just great.
Don't want to go to the infantry, just take the ale. What's the sense of a team in Gwent? Your team of chooser, what does it mean? Basically, like we're a team of players like who are helping each other, and oftentimes we do, for example, like co-op sessions where like one watches over the other and saying like, hey, look, like you are playing too fast. You're trying, you're doing this. Yeah, that was my mistake. Shit. That's, for example, like if I would like co-op with a teammate, he would tell me like, dude, like he just played Reaver Hunter. You can't play Gold Card because if you play Gold Card, you enable his summoning circle. So don't do that. So we basically try to give us tips with each other and like try to improve the gameplay. Also we're working together on articles for the homepage. We're working on tools like the pick and ban tool, like the meta snapshot to give something back to the community. So the sense of a team is like to improve in the team, but also like to give something back to the community. I'm really thinking of eating the Reaver Hunter here, just to prevent that it goes out of hand.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
And of course he draws a Reaver Hunter. Ah. Oh god, this game is...
Don't recognize your old mates.
This game will be terrible. Okay, why do we pull back? Don't even have something to pull back so far. So let's see, boosted comes in the unit behind. This will get boosted by 2, so it's at 15. 15 plus 3 makes this like an 18-point unit, but this will trigger, so we can just look for the Igni.
I forgive you.
Which we don't get. Okay. This gives me Vanima or whatever.
Barbarian.
It's over. This is over, sadly. I mean, I can't play Roach, that's the thing, I need to play a Sire.
If magic dies,
Just put back ointments, I guess. I think I put Reaver Hunter back for him, maybe, and just give me an ointment. Or both, like Miko and ointment. But he can make 15 points for sure.
This is no time to whimper.
Oh well, there you go. A shame. A shame. Well, currently we have a 66% win rate, like 6 wins, 3 losses with soldiers, so it's kind of okay. Another deck I want to try out today is actually Armor. Hey Hannah, how you doing? So I took this from the Team Aretusa meta snapshot, and I want to try out how good it works because people were looking for some Northern Realm armor deck. So this is like a mixture of Temerians and armor. So let's see. Sorry, you lose again when I showed up. Yeah, actually I did. It's true. We have like this. It's like the Hannah spirit. It's crazy. Let's play one casual, just like to not make the obvious mistakes in ranked, and after the first one casual match we go immediately into ranked. And then we see how this will perform. Well, how are you doing, Hannah? What's up? I already like told people a lot about the what's going on on Team Aretusa, so I was a good boy. So by the way, like for sorry I can't pronounce your your name because it's Russian. But you asked what's the sense of a team in Gwent. Hannah, for example, is one of the administrators of one of the managing directors of the team. So you can also ask him some questions. And he's the bringer of bad luck, that's true. Okay, we play against Harald, so he will give us a lot of weather, which is a problem. We have Margarita to lock units, which is good. Deathmold would be really handy to have. What we're not blacklist for sure is the Blue Stripe Commander. There's Deathmold, that's perfect. We don't want to mulligan another one, or we could draw into an infantry. We have 3 cards to get out the Blue Stripes cards, so that's good as well. And we're on red, which is not bad as well. Okay, dry passes immediately. Question is, like, I think, yeah, we just want to get the Blue Stripes card out immediately, because then we don't have a target for Reaver's card. We also just like get Redinin or like the Katwini Cavalry out. Or the Redinin Elite for later. So there you go. Let's just get this for now. And now in run 2, we can't dry pass into X-Men because otherwise they will just overroll us. So we need to get some points out of him in run 2 and then try to win this in run 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Like, it's actually pretty good for us. Like, we didn't draw in any of our dead cards, we just took it. I'm getting back on team stuff after busy time. Cool.
Regroup.
So there we go. If he has a ship, he can now hit the Blue Stripe Scout to deny me a scout. But yeah. The thing is, if I play Death Mode right now, what's going to happen is he will just play, I don't know, let's say maybe Ragnarok. Question is if I care too much about it. Because if I play Death Mode right now, they would get boosted by 2. That's true, yeah, Margarita Aretusa. Yeah. It's not your real name. Actually, let's... You know what?
Your will be done, sire.
Let's Gliskai right now. As I said, what's going to happen is... he will now use maybe Skellige Storm or other weathers, so... Did you used to have a proper name a while ago, Quent? Yeah, I think she was left over. There were a lot of cards like Miruna, for example, and stuff, who had like Succubus and in his name. They cleared a lot of them, but I think they missed Margarita. Or they actually, she was Margarita alone, and she just was called of Aretusa. I don't know why they did it, but hey. You could now think of Selkirking the X-Men. But instead, let's focus on getting the Bootstrap Scout set.
Regroup.
Actually, I should have played into the floor. I should have played somewhere here. So if you play Skellige Storm now, it wouldn't have ticked for the whole. It wouldn't hit for you instead. I was saying. Clan Broker Hunter could change to Clan Hunter, I think. Yeah, they did something with the clan names. They I'm not sure if they removed it entirely and just added it as a tag. But if, yeah, I think they just added it as a tag. So let's look up the last one. There we go.
Regroup.
Now it would actually be okay to just play it here. If he has an Igni, you have a problem. What we want to do is we want to get some more X-Men out here. Because the more X-Men he gets out here, the less he has in round 3. And then I think we just want to go for some tempo here. Then use Armor Boys in round 3. I think it's okay to fold. Wait, the question is like, if you play Weather after that, then we could drop out. If you play Foltest, then we would have all units buffed for next round, which would be awesome. Or we can use Terran Infantry to get stuff like Shani and Venom Roche even more likely in round 3. So this is a good passing spot, I think. Really depends if he plays Vetter or not. We want to get some more Vetter out of him. Let's see. I keep those for last round because the Nile of X-Men in last round will be way more important. It just uses like the warships now to generate like 8 extra points, which is pretty good. There you go. Well, still 16 points ahead. Foltest will now be 4, 10, it will be a 15-point play. So I think we can play one Foltest now without risking that he will overtake us easily. Okay, that's the last X-Men, which is really good. And we now are in a situation where we need to decide, do we want to go out here? Because Vetter will hit us in round 3 and we don't have a Death Emerald, maybe we get Shani. And then we can clear it again. So I'd rather pass here. And let him play... Isn't one warship enough? I think so, right? Yeah. There you go. That's actually not enough. He miscalculated. There you go. He actually needs to get rid of another card, so I'm actually 1 card ahead. Nice. And then we hopefully get Shani, either through Dijkstra or through just drawing it. And then we can maybe hopefully get rid of another Vetter, and then it's fine. Is this your winner thing? I hope so. The Herald on Meliro though. I just hope that like he doesn't have access to X-Men that much anymore, and if he plays there and we have Margarita. And the one card will hit him hard. He's trading Spy now.
The gods won't be pleased.
He had a veteran in the deck. One veteran in X-Men is actually pretty interesting because it gets them out of Mandrake range. In like a meta where Mandrake is all over the place, this is actually not bad. Against me it's kind of... This is actually funny because I don't know what it will get me. It could give me one of those. I could get Stannis into the deck, and that gives me that for sure. And we may get Tala anyway, so... Okay, now I know exactly what it will give me, which is good. And the chance for cavalry is pretty high. So there's Darren. It resets the unit, so we can actually wait with it, which is pretty decent. Is this something you want to shiny? We can shiny the Radiant Elite right now, because if you play Stannis, we actually have a target then.
Sure. Be glad.
So, oh, I actually wanted to keep her for Death Mode. Never mind. Ha! Who needs Weather Clear? I probably need Weather Clear, but let's see. Sometimes you should think before you should play. I tell you, streaming is awful. And don't take your time, you just play. And you brabble on and brabble on. So there's the first ship, I guess. That means he doesn't have access to the X-Men anymore. So that's Finibit, I guess. There's Stannis.
This is priceless.
For the king!
If he has Igni, then this wasn't that much of a smart play. We could have played here. I was just thinking like a probably roast deck because of Ragnarok. But on the other hand, I don't even think this is that a big issue. Let's see. It's really good to have Margarita against Darren. And we can even use like Selkirk. I don't know if he, for example, reses an X-Men or something.
Not you
Or against
again.
the Bear, it's actually pretty decent. Yeah, so Better Clear would have been okay, but we have a lot of armor here, so... Dijkstra, I think now it's quite okay, because it will give us... Oh, actually, it would actually be perfect value to kill the Darren now. Then he would need to use Sigtarifa to resurrect it, otherwise he could Sigtarifa an X-Men. Let's start with the Darren right now, because then he needs to waste his resurrection. Then we can still use Margarita onto this onto the Darren once more. And with this we get hopefully some elites out. If you get Roach out, it's fine as well. But like 2 Radiant elites would actually be really decent, because then we can use the cavalry to get their armor, and everything is fine. Let's see. Atala is kind of meh, but hey.
I hope we can trust you.
Hey, Margarita, not bad. I'm thinking if he should play Dijkstra at all, but I guess so.
I'm all ears.
Okay, there's Roach.
The north, to
He has 7 damage to enemy. We can't. I mean, he probably has. I can't look in his graveyard right now. He probably has other ships. Anyway, he played 2 ships, right? So he's still 1 left. And there is the Radiant Elite. Perfect.
Long live the king!
I can steal his armor. Will give us some additional value. We even played around Tala. Nice. I think this is optimal now. He doesn't even have a res option for Darren. So it's fine. I actually pulled this here so you can hit it with Harald, I guess.
For the king!
Steal the armor, gets buffed by 4, by 5 actually. And now not even Harald is enough. Right, there goes the forfeit. There we go. So, cool. That actually worked. Oh, it was casual. Let's actually take this now to ranked, and let's see from there. This is a full test.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Sidewinder.
Onward!
Sidewinder?
Attack!
Was this like a season reward or something? Or is this like faction challenge thing. Good screen. Anyway, I've never seen that so far. Well, let's get rid of the commando. And then, actually we should have blacked, I didn't see we have two of them, we actually should have blacked this before, but everything was fine. Good then. Let's see if it's like...
Greetings.
Okay, it's...
What is it?
I was thinking it could be hand buff. But it doesn't even look like hand buff. Why would he reveal it before, right? We don't have access to our Blue Stripe Scouts. We can hope that Prince Dennis gets it, but like drawing it to commanders is really problematic. You're missing 15 cards from your deck? Nah. Who plays like 30 card full test? So we could play with armor right now and then use the blue stripe cards later. You can also use Valen Roche to get some out of them.
Temeria. That's what matters.
Let's get some of the blue stripe commanders out right now. And then maybe get one scout out just to buff them once or something. Get the Temerian infantry a bit better.
Plenty in them.
I'm not sure if this is the smartest way to play this, to be honest.
Bloody non-humans.
What hey? And Sidewind is a type of snake. Season of Viper was green? Okay. Nothing to do with Selkirk, but we're on red, so it's fine. We can just play. Here, just let's get the infantry out. We can always close with Foltest, maybe.
For Temeria!
There you go.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Let's see, this is really interesting. We can always reset the unit, which is pretty good. Shrike, okay, 23 points. I mean, this is like, we have one commander in the deck, like, how likely is it that it will pull me the commando instead of something useful?
You stand before royal majesty.
Okay, there you go. So this is actually like a really good play. We play cavalry.
Tell me what you've got.
I kill all my small ones. That's sad because my Foltest now won't get that much value of it, but hey.
For Kedwin!
There we go, -2. Manticore Venom, okay. Is he playing... Doesn't he have access to Vesemir or something? He's playing a very strange hand buff variant. We could always close with Margarita. The question is, do we think we get something better than this? I'm not even sure if we get something better than this. I think like Margarita and this is probably even the best thing we can have.
I hope we can trust you.
So let's do it right now. There we go, 3 points ahead now. Well, let's see what he's...
Asking me
okay, for it. Another attempt to play.
Smart.
I'm really struggling a bit now here. Dijkstra is very risky to play. Spotters. I don't have a target with Selkirk. I also can't pass, kinda. I mean, I could pass probably. What would I get? Shani. Then he could circle for his cards. But I can't take it with this. Even Foltest is kinda meh. If I play Foltest, what would Foltest be? It would be 10, 11 points, and it would be 12 points. Not even this can take it. I think it's just safer to pass. Even though I really don't like to pass here. Oh well. Oh well. Redenian Elite. So that's not a bad thing to have. I think we want to have taller. Is there anything else we want to have? A Blue Stripe Scout probably. Okay, we have... Okay, this can pull us what we want, which is good. Let's see. What happens if I duel this? I just lose points.
Troops, here now!
Something like Igni would have been is probably... Even Scorch would also be really cool here.
For Kedwin!
So 9 points behind, at least something. Oh, that's good. That's something I can actually set Kirk. Perfect. 1 point behind, which is sad because that is enough for him to pass. But we could play Foltest then, so at least something. Because there was never a spot for me to play Foltest so far.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Should we play Foltest now, or should we play an Viridian Elite? Or do we risk Dijkstra to get ahead in cards? If you get a Stripe command, it's bullshit. Cavalry is also bullshit currently. You know what?
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Mark E, hey, I love your channeling guides on the 20 with hand buff, but hit a wall. What decks would you recommend to get to Grandmaster? Alchemy is not bad. Great Sweat is still very strong. Soldiers are pretty decent currently. So those three decks are definitely okay. Veterans are also fine, like there's this new veteran with Morkvark, for example, which is really decent. So all of those cards really, like all of these cards, all of these decks. What I don't recommend to play is like Armor, for example. I'm not sure like how good this really is. Sabbath, please don't play Sabbath to get Grandmaster.
My lads will make sure.
Ah, sure we get this.
Nice mess you've got here.
Sure. Be glad to.
I just play Stennis, right? Whatever we get now is okay. No, it's not. We want to get the cavalry. Do we have a cavalry? Yes, we do.
For the king!
At least we're 11 points ahead now. There's actually on Team Aretusa on the homepage, like if you Google Team Aretusa, there's a meta snapshots, which is like broken down in tiers. So if you need some deck inspirations, go there. I'm sure it will help.
I've no mercy for your kind.
Oh, cool. That's perfect. We can close the Foltest. Hand buff is okay, to be honest. Like hand buff you can get Grandmaster with. I just personally I wouldn't do it though. I think there's more because like hand buff has some big weaknesses like Scorch, resets, you know. Also Graveyard Hate if you steal the spotters. So I'm not sure if I were you if I would like to play hand buff. Really depends on the meta. If you're playing against a lot of decks with Scorch, you probably, you know, can't do it. Oh, but you can't link it, it's true, because it's sadly YouTube currently can't do it. Team Aretusa.com, I think. I'll play this one, of course. Wait with this. And he forfeits. Nice. Let's see. Dagon. Okay, that is a potential problem for our deck. Let's see if we can get Death Mold. Let's blacklist the commanders. Okay, one of those is fine. All the gold cards, which is good as well. This gives us more commanders. Prince Stennis is okay. I'm not sure about it in round 1. Okay. That's okay, I guess. Excellent, thanks. Been trying to get Grandmaster for months now. Just get 20 all the time. Yeah, but to be honest, like the last push is more a time thing than a skill thing. So if you have like decent 70% win rate or something, you just need to push. At some point you will get it. You just need this one streak and you've done it, you know. So keep playing one deck and just like push with it. Should be fine. Yeah, like on the exactly. If you're at Meta Snapshot on the link, then you're there. But you can also like look in the menu bar over on the homepage. You can also click on it. So I think we just start off with Scouts.
Must die.
Let's see if he can give us a target for Vernon. Maybe an Archespore or something. Question is if we want to hit Stannis. It's so risky. I actually don't want to do it. Well, I mean, this is like a target, right? There you go. If we would have gotten one more scout, we could actually... Wow, that hurts. This hurts. I mean, he has enough Fiend in the graveyard. He can even Mandrake that. Which is pretty hard on me. I'm not sure if passing is the right choice here. But I'm fearing what happens if this gets like Mandraked and then like resurrected in the next round stuff. I'm already fearing the points from Mandrake here. I think this was not smart. But yeah. We need to learn this deck, so let's learn what happens if you pass in round 1. If he will destroy us or not. Abdul Sizzler. Okay. Okay, Reinforcement is awesome. Can give us another Blue Stripes card. Perfect. And we can even res another blue... Well, we don't want to res a blue Stripes card. Perfect. Let's play Tala. That's perfect. Gives us a Reaver Scout. Awesome. That's a pretty decent hand. I like this. Let's get the... Well, do we want to Finn? Not really, right? We just play the Elite and then we maybe a Shani onto it. There you go. Strong disagree, but Spies being tier 3, hard to play with matchups in meta and definitely possibly get Grandma with a good ratio of them. Yeah, with a good ratio you can get like, if anything, to Gridmaster, right? Spies are good, I would say. They're like lower T2, to be honest, but I don't think you really have a chance. Like, especially a team reduced in meta, Strategy is done for pro ladder, to be honest. So, I don't know. Spies have some really bad matchups, you know. In our case, we now can get the Blue Stripe Scouts out. Blue Stripe Scout out. Yeah,
Elves must die!
And with previous card, we can get the last one out. Except he kills it, which he doesn't. Nice. So there's the Rios card.
I told you so, you idiot.
There we go. I'm a big Spy fan myself, to be honest. I really like them, but they're so easily disrupted. Howdy y'all, what's going on? Hey Sky Pilot, how are you doing? We're currently trying some Northern Realms, and I'm not sure, like, do we think he has Woodland Spirit still left in deck? I mean, he just played Frost from hand, right? So we could probably bait something in here, but just playing, I don't know, something in here so he can get another Frost out. And only then we actually play Death Mode. So I'm playing into this. I hope he adds Venom now, and then we play Death Mode. Just to see if he can bait one more bait out. Okay, now it's time to... If he's Woodland Spirit, he probably will just play it after this. Great, thanks. The game looks like fun. The game looks full on. Game looks like fun. Gwent is fun, of course. Yeah, that's the Woodland Spirit I thought that could be happening. Sadly, well, I think we just use this. We use this as our reset. Or just kill it right now. There we go. RS Behemoth. So the question is, like, if he plays Consume Napo? What does Napo mean? Does it mean buy? Let's see. Like, playing a Redane Elite into this would be awesome because it will trigger automatically. Denying the RS Behemoth would be good as well. He cancelize it, another one.
I'll gladly help.
Let's lock it. We don't know, like, If he has like some drone bullshit. So good then. Let's get one more.
Peace is priceless.
Yeah. Otherwise, we could have like if we could have cavalry, we could have stolen the armor from Stannis. Oh, Napo. I was like, yeah, is this like Spanish or something? I don't know. Of course, you're waving at Napo. Oh my god. Let's get the Dijkstra out.
My lads will make sure of that.
There you go. And like, King Folders will hit for some decent value. Oh shit, we wanted to play the Redanian Cavalry actually in here. Should have done that sooner.
I'm a
Like
medic.
now at least.
What I'm doing
Because if this ticks for twice at least, like, or 3 times, actually after this is all the Katsugan, this will be, you know, trigger. So, let's take the last army from this one. And then let's use Foltest to buff up all these units, which is pretty decent. Ghoul will hit a big, yeah, there we go.
Crush those vermin!
But still decent, thanks to Foltest. And let's see. Okay, this was a very good Cockatrice, but this was buffed up, so perfect. Many points ahead, nice. Win 5 matches with Northern Realms. Haven't played Northern Realms in quite a while, so nice. It's actually pretty fun, this deck. Let's play some more. Ah. Bum, bum.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy. Damn, Armorfall's looking powerful. Yeah, I'm not too sure about it. It can brick so easily. Blacklist. If we could run another 10 million infantry. We have everything we need for the Bloodstrap Scouts. So I'm not sure. It's cool, but it's like also I'm not playing full armor. As you can see, I'm playing Temerians with armor for maximum value, kinda. Also, like this is basically like what you can see on the meta snapshot from Temeria 2 as well. So yeah.
Elves must die!
Let's see if you're playing against Handbuff again. Yep, looks like it. I mean, the thing is, he probably has a soldier out there as well, but this we could kill.
These dogs have no honor.
It's okay, I guess.
Audible triumph.
Oh, we couldn't do anything about this, so
Regroup.
let's ignore it for now and just push for value. The thing is, like, against Handbuff, you want to win round 1, so you can drain them in round 2. At least that's the idea. Maybe even use Weather.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
There's Vesemir coming. Vesemir into Mandrake. And then the Flooding Hand comes back straight onto the hand. Yeah, there we go. But we just developed
You one of
more
us or not?
Temerians.
Bloody non-humans.
28 points. And if he passes, then we use those next round to really push for it. Gonna check that out for sure, although I love if Temerian Swarm, such a fun deck to play. Yeah, that's true. Like, it's really fun to play.
I don't work for free.
Okay, he kills a Bloodstrap Scout. I don't care too much. Let's focus for now. Let's see if he passes or not. This is my big value play, which I keep. Margarita also will come in pretty handy. I don't want to raise a Bloodstrap card. I don't want to. I mean, the good thing is like Dijkstra actually is already good. Let's play the lead now alone, so Shanahan has a target later. You want to use the cavalry on it.
Varu?
Spotter. Chip, chip. There you go. Still 10 points ahead. Now with those we can surely keep up. Just need to see if we can So 11 points, you can't even do that with Death Mold.
As you command, Your Majesty.
So let's play Death Mold onto this. Scourge or Igni, like this is a card like you can play so good against hand buff. I have none of them, no control options. Except a bit of Death Mold and a bit of Margarita. Margarita would be really handy here. So that's the question, right? Like, if those good cards, we can push with those in round 2 for sure. If we play Dijkstra now, it could get us something like a commander, which is bullshit. So let's thin the commander out of the deck. There we go. Now we're 10 points up. Another question is, do we play Dijkstra or not? If we pass now, I mean, like, do we have a target for... Margarita has a decent target. Stannis has targets, Reinforcement has targets, this has targets. Roche will have targets. All of those cards are better in next round, I guess. So let's wait and see. Yeah, oh, that's very good. That's good. This is kind of okay-ish. I want to see Margarita though. Or Thala. Yeah, Thala is fun as well. Except he wants to 2 on me. Do we just Finn here? And then we use him again with Shani? Wait, if we play Thala. This is 4 plus it would be 12, 12. Okay, shit, we can't play him now.
I'm not afraid.
Oh no, not Margarita.
What can I do for you?
What a shame. I mean, at least now I have Margarita on the grave and I can take it with Shani. I want to get one of the other ones. Margarita is like one of the cards I really need to kill him. Now the question is, do we play Thala? I don't want to play Thala, kinda. It's not as bad. Also, this gives me either an elite or cavalry. I don't know yet. This is offensive.
See me smiling. I'm dead serious.
And there's Thala. What a shame. But we take the cavalry. Man. Because this can also steal like enemies' armor, so that's really good.
If magic dies, this world dies with it.
Well then.
The north, Temeria.
Let's see if we can do this. Margarita will at least
Greetings. What is it?
give me some decent value.
I'm itching for that battle.
So 6 points ahead, but like 1 card down, and we're playing against hand buff. This will be hard. I guess that's my Margarita target.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something. We're glad to help.
There we go. 12 points up. But he still has 1 big target and then the big unit himself.
How can I help?
Yep. There we go. Oh, I can actually steal ammo. Look at this. Not enough though. Not enough. What a shame. What a shame. Oh well. Well. Oops, sorry. My fault. That's where I wanted to go. Back in a second. Stay right there. And then we play more Northern Realms. If you wonder what this is basic there. This is the wall. I'll probably include more into my gameplay, also like behind me or something. I'm not sure how to do this right now, but I'll probably just put it behind me. I'm not sure if you can read stuff then, but hey. But that's basically where you can get your own spot on the cricket wall as a thank you for supporting me. And with that, I'm back in a second. Gut denn. Let's continue. By the way, the wall you just saw, I probably like put it up here. Like, you probably can't read the card text, but that's why I have me to explain stuff. Or at least that's what I'm trying to do.
Close ranks.
Seems like we're getting near rank 19. We've a consume, which is good that we have Margarita. Don't need those. Question is, how can we effectively kill consume? We don't have any Scourge, we don't have Mandrake. She's literally our only hope. Let's keep this. Oh god, so watching and trying to play at the same time in 2 different languages to make it... oh wow. Oh wow, wow. Looking forward to the video on the talk show tonight. Well, have you already seen it, or have you just like heard about it?
Bloody non-humans.
Well, 2 different languages is like even like crazy hard. Oh, he's playing 7, he's not even playing. Should we lock it? Or just kill it? I mean...
As you command, Your Majesty.
I guess we just kill it. There we go. There we go. Good thing it hit the wrong one, so I can now use like a reverse card to just do it again. Like pull them out again. And then we have some other cards to pull the remaining ones. But before we play Stannis, we need to get rid of the remaining strats. Okay. Well, he can do that. I don't care too much to be honest.
You one of us or not?
Regroup.
There you go. Now actually when I play Foltest, I can get another Bluestrap Commander out. Just for the title of the document, so I know it's about one of my favorite cards. Glad to hear. I don't know if he's going for Swarm or not. For the Foltest, get another Commander out. There we go. Okay, there comes... Oh, he actually has a draw in hand. Look at this. This is good to know as well. Question when to pass here. Since he's not playing Neckers, you could also pass probably. Or just play into this. I mean, if he passed, then like he has played one Arcus Behemoth. But what's the worst that can happen? The only thing is, if I would have passed, I could actually use my Stannis. Well, that's not bad.
I'm itching for that battle.
Just enable like an Igni, which is kind of meh. Shouldn't have done that, but yeah. For all who don't know it, our Aretusa talk show is converting today, I think, 8 PM Central Eastern Time. It will be at least 1 hour of talking about Gwent with, I think, Flake is a guest today. And I think Kocha? I'm not sure, to be honest. Like shame on me, I don't know. But I think Flake is coming. And Epro and Shinmori are the hosts of today. If we play, and we could always like close the round by using it on the Forktail like Margarita. So let's play Tala here. Let's get a reinforcement. That's perfect. Gives us another Bluestrap card, which is good. I'm currently thinking we could even use probably the... Could even use the Timber Infantry for filling the deck. There we go. Look at this, guys.
I don't want to die.
This way we actually fin our spies and we take the round. Flick and Kocha, yes. Hit it right. Goody then. Now Dijkstra is way safer play. Let's hope we get some gold cards now, since we're fin now. Okay, that's not bad. What does... so this will give me another Bluestrap card, which I don't want to have. But hey. Better than nothing. Could mulligan this to look for another gold card. There we go. That's Stripe has. We can't out-tempo him that much, but if he's like going turn 3, then we can always use Margarita onto something he has, like maybe on another Argus Behemoth, but maybe also on Knickers. We don't know if he plays Knickers yet. They could still lurk there and grow. Okay, that's not bad. I guess it's fine, because this will fin a bit. So yeah, let's take this. There are the Knickers, what do I tell you? Question is if we just like reset it already and lock it, so it can't be used to trigger the rest.
I'll gladly help.
I guess why not? Can I probably bam off? Yeah, there we go. We can't kill it because it only is like 7 damage. But you can play Redin in Elite and then go with some Dijkstra and like some calories to, you know, gain points. Oh, he's playing like the Swarm deck with probably Marigold. That's why we need Vernon to offset that. Actually, let's play the Bluestrap card before that.
Bloody non-humans.
By playing this before, this will more likely get me Cavalry.
I will not let this become a second
There is a Zemerigold. The question is just how do we deal with her? I can res actually Death Mold. That's what I need to do.
It's war.
And there
7
it
limbs,
is.
blood and guts.
You come up.
And there she goes. We don't want to have like all those ticking. It's just like we can't handle that. So let's get rid of it. And let's get some cards onto the board if he has EMF as well. Okay. Let's fin first so we can get Silcook maybe. Silcook on the bar. On the other hand, like, we probably want to Silcook earlier than later.
Lots of prior experience.
But we don't get him. What a shame. What a shame. But we're now 3 points ahead, which is good. I know this will give me another Kedwin Cavalry for the Redanian Elite. And oh, that hurts. Not me, but him. Nice. Perfect. Goodie. Goodie. Well, what's the win rate currently with this deck? Let's check it afterwards.
This time.
Calvate. So it could be alchemy, it could be soldiers, like depending on what. Oof. Oof. That's a hand. Oh wow. All 4 of them in the hand. And only one. Oh, we actually got. What did happen there? What just. Oh, I didn't want to play Ointment, that's why probably. They probably got 2 Ointments and... But what? No, that can't be. Like, did he look for Swallow? What's going on there?
We follow Letho's lead.
He probably wants to play another Witcher onto my... Anyway, I don't care. We still play another Bluestrap Scout. If he has another Witcher to kill it, it's fine. Let me just play Foltest to get the next one out and then Vernon.
We follow Letho's lead.
So just
Foltest,
and then we still have this one. But I want to have some other target here actually. Don't want to hit a Witcher. Don't want to kill something actually. Well, Calvate is okay. Calvate I can kill.
I forgive you.
So it's not.
This time.
So you can't use Mandrake on it.
That was not in the spellbooks.
Okay, well. In this case, I'm even thinking of like just killing him.
Stand and fight, cowards!
It's not optimal, also not value-wise, but it's fine. As long as we stay ahead on red, it's we're good. We are good.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night.
Okay, get something on the graveyard for himself. That hurts. But we can still get another Bluestrap command out there. This is like 13, that's fine.
The north, Tamarind.
There you go. I have to work out now. Thank you very much for streaming and hanging out quick and have fun. Everyone else, see you. See ya, Erdschleim. Tomorrow I'm back at 12, so can join me there again if you want to. And let's see. Probably want to get the infantry. The only left commander we have here. So actually, like, Prince Dennis would be fine as well. But if we like get the Blue Strap Scout, then we won't be able to trigger this one.
Left of that world.
Okay, buffs it up again. That's smart. I also think of mulliganing now, like going out of the round and just like keep the Blue Strap Commander for later. Because we still have the Terran Infantry, so this will be very good. You'll be there? Looking forward to it. See you tomorrow, guy. And they have like a good workout. I mean, like, good in a sense of at least you have some fun. The thing is, I really like to mulligan this, but if I draw into infantry, I have a problem. There we go. Could have still like mulligan the next round. Let's get something on the graveyard for Shani. Like the Redeeming Elite. Well, I just need to hope that we don't draw into the 4th Blue Straps Commander. They really make, like, if you get 4 of them in the first round mulligan, it's just makes it harder for you. Okay, that's perfect. Take this. I'll take this. Goodie. I think we just get the last Blue Strap Commander out.
Come to Pappy.
There you go. Perfect. So now we don't have any dead cards with Dijkstra, for example, which is good. Still have Taller. I'll probably use this now to like see what we get here.
As you wish.
There's Kahir. But he couldn't mandrake his Calvet, so that's at least something.
Now, how did that incantation go?
There is another. Good though, let's see. We have nothing to scout so far. Let's play Taller.
Ah, I see you've thought about this.
So, if I take this now... And then if I take this, then this is put it on top bottom of deck? No. The other one to the deck. Okay, we just take this, because this is a dead one. After this, we cannot play the Redeeming Elite, and if we then play a Dijkstra or a Stennis, we only have good cards. Even if we hit Margarita, we have decent cards. So let's play this here.
Long live the king!
Expired Ale is already played, so we don't even need to roast deck here. Let's see.
Now, how did that incantation go?
So even better targets for Margarita. And I think we can just play. Let's play Stennis first.
Peace is priceless.
There's Margarita. 90 points, like gone, just from his side, which is good. And we are ahead, which is good. Even though it's only 5 points, but we still have Shani and Dijkstra. I'm not sure what I need to use Shani on, probably on a Redeeming Elite. If I get 2 calories, for example. I can also use this to pull me an Elite first. I think I'm using this first, because otherwise, like, my Dijkstra may... if I play Dijkstra first, then Reaver Scout may break. That's something I don't want to have. Frost, okay.
You one of us or not?
Actually, let's keep it there. If this dies, then it will trigger on the armor, so that's fine for me. 10 points, but better ticking.
Here's our chance.
Okay, that's sad. Is it time for... Yeah, it's time. If we get Veda clear, it's fine as well. Which we do after this. Buffs it by 2. And then we have another armor stealer.
I'm itching for that battle.
There we go. Which is now a target, but they would have a target anyway, so it's fine. And this and another cavalry can still steal those armor, so this is fine as well. Bah, for that Freya in run 3 and losing by 6 points feels bad. Yeah, well, happens to the best of us.
They're dead already.
Serid, interesting. I've not seen Serid in ages, I guess.
For Kedwin!
So, 24 points ahead. That's quite decent. And then I think we Shani. Oh, I think we want to trigger that before him, right? Or do we want to wait? We want to wait, I guess. What do we Shani do? Redin in the lead? Doesn't matter. Does it matter actually? It really doesn't. We'll need to play that anyway, I guess.
Sure, be glad to.
Well, let's not play it before we don't need to play it, because maybe we can just discard it. Because the blue source card will be less worth. Okay, that's an for us, so we don't care.
Here's our chance.
And there we go. We actually have one card over. Nice forfeit. Cool, yo. Awesome. So, let's play a bit more. Probably even less, but I can't ask to the Fatima. Okay.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
Close ranks!
Reveal. I hate to play against Reveal. They have this insane value push. We blacklist both. Now we can draw into them. We have the option to draw into all of them, and we have reinforcements, which is a good. I think we keep this. It's fine. Oh, blue against them, really. Reinforcements we probably use to actually get Death Mold to kill one of the Megadolls. And now we just try to push ahead. So let's get that, you know. Oh shit, because it doesn't get mages. Well, that's a problem. Shit, I thought I can pull. I can pull that. Oh, let's get the blue strip card out. Shit.
Elves must die!
I forgot because it's a mage, right? And this only gets me. This gives me everything except mages. It's even support, right? Yes.
Not all
well, okay, this was bullshit.
Bloodshed.
Yeah, I'm getting down now. 14 points. Well, I just feel now if I go one card down, then well, that happens, I guess. Because I can't deal with this anyway.
Bloody non-humans.
So he can pass now if he wants to. But he doesn't even pass. Look at this. Maybe we still have a chance. Let's see.
There's been a mistake. I'm no
80
mage.
points.
Come to Pappy.
There you go. 6 points up again. Whew. Let's see if we can find a passing spot at some point.
Brings progress, advances civilization.
Sure.
Long live the king!
Well, let's see. I mean, dropping Foltest will be, like, the longer we play, the more Foltest will be worth. So that's good. We could use, like, reverse card now to, like, search for another elite. Depends on, like, what he's playing. Another elite actually would be enough, so let's
but
get
we're broke as
elite
shit
out here.
peddlers.
There you go. And now we can actually use cards like Prince Dennis and Calvary to make use of this. And at some point we can just drop Foltest for some extra points. Currently we are at the 6, 8, 10 point, 15 point Foltest, which is good. Life of Kingslayer, long time no see. It's not bad, it can give you recon, it can give you marching orders.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Okay, let's see. This is 8, 12, it's enough.
I'm itching for that battle.
There we go. So we're still keeping up here. We can't keep up for long though, but hey. Still have the Foltest, we still have Stennis. Let's see what we can make of this.
You will pay for this.
Okay, gets into the Maya out.
Will pay.
Oh, actually, gets a... okay. So, okay, Foltest is now 5, 9, 14 point, right? Which is enough. There you go.
Attack!
So we're still in the game. We can't finish the run. Well, we never can. At least Foltest is out now.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Lambert, wow. I was up against Warriors Reload now, awkward. Well, it happens, I guess. We want to play Spy, I mean. We need to pass anyway. Can't play long into this round. Even if I play like Stannis, if it gets me the wrong thing. That's why I don't like to play against Reveal. You just have so much tech if you don't have a control deck. Well, that I would have needed earlier. I mean, the cards are still good. If he plays a Spy, we can still counter spell.
I'm itching for that battle.
And now we just get rid of Tala and hope that Dijkstra will not kill it. And, well, at least that we get Dijkstra even. Oh, my voice is already going a bit sour here. It's crazy. Oh, the Burn Roach. Good, let's see. We start off with this for sure.
Troops,
it's not
here
bad.
Now!
And then we need to play... We don't have Dijkstra available, which is sad.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
I don't care too much though. Margarita would be a problem, Deathmold would be... Actually, let's Shani first, maybe? If we get a Cavalry, then we would need to Shani something else. No, it doesn't matter actually what we Shani. It doesn't really matter, right? So let's Shani now, because if we don't get a Cavalry,
severed limbs, blood, and
then
guts.
we have the better cards later. So there you go, 14 points. But 2 cards down. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Like now can it's bullshit now. Oh well.
Peace is priceless.
For Kedwin!
What a shame. And I enabled Igni, I should have played here. Ah, it's over. I'm at a point of the day where I'm like just playing bullshit. Ah.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond.
It hurts so much.
Sky.
This hurts the most.
Off to the front yet.
Well, that hurts him a bit as well, but what can I do? I mean, this is just a bullshit.
That's what
there we go.
matters.
20 points up and 2 cuts down. Actually 3 cuts down because this is just doesn't help me at all.
Yes? What is it?
These dogs have no honor.
I actually could have hit those, but if I hit those, I would have gotten 1 more point. Yeah, there you go. It's already over. Oh well. Ah well. We do. GG, definitely. Well, not losing that much points, so. Anyway. Yeah, I think for today I'll how to say it. I'm not sure what the English what English saying is, but I don't know German sayings, but anyway, I stream for 3 hours and a bit, like 10 minutes or something. Maybe tomorrow I stream longer, I don't know. Like I'm doing this every day from 12 p.m. actually. From lunch time basically. And then 3 hours like weekdays, so not on Saturday and Sunday, but during the week I'll do. In addition, on Wednesday you'll get the weekly Quinn Indev guide, and also today evening there will be the card spotlight from the Quinn Talk Show. So yeah, probably on Friday. Maybe I do another video as well. Really depends on how much time I have. Anyway, well, thanks Andre for watching. Thanks to others as watching as well. Maybe join me tomorrow again. And thanks for your support. And I hope you have a nice day. And well, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.